Yay, the timer restarted again. I hate it when it does that. But, is everybody ready?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Well, then let's go. Alrighty, who wants to do the recap?
Don't everybody volunteer at once.
You know, be really, really fun is if Zen did the recap.
So after about, I don't know, 3 or 4 days of honestly trying to get anyone in the world to put my stuff on, I finally broke through to one of them. And they put it on, and I was free. And I became me again, which is great. But also not great, because there's nothing here right now, which is disappointing. But yet promising, which means it's easier to conquer, but then it'd be hard to repopulate. Anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself. Needless to say, now I'm got my brand new body. It's not as strong and powerful as I was once used to, but that can be changed. Strength can be gained. But currently hanging out with a more morally inclined group of people that I'm normally they would be on the menu. Let's just put it that way. If I was going to actually choose to spend time with these idiots. That being said, we're on our way to a tower, a wizard's tower. I know this wizard; he's an ass. And there in the tower, we're hopefully going to find some magical items. One of them being a ring of very importance to me, and some things for them to give to their vampire overlord, puppet masters, what have you. There's a giant, and literally a giant in the way. Hopefully it doesn't get angry at us. There's some flying inky cloud things with tentacles. I'm not really sure what they are, nor do I care. But we just have to avoid them. Let's see. The big guy in the tin can doesn't like me very much, but that's fine. The one with the tail, I like her. She's fun. Trouble. I would call that one Trouble. And the one with all the bones, just gotta learn how to talk to that one. Everything will be fine. I guess we're just gonna go to the tower, and that's what we're doing. We fought. They fought. I didn't fight anything, except for someone's willpower. Yeah, you feeling me? They took care of some snake creatures and zombie things and undead. That's what it was. And dwarves. I hate dwarves. So small, stubby. But yeah, so they fought some ghosts, found some magic stuff, decided whether or not they were gonna bury the bodies. Oh, and carried on our way. Now we're camping. I hate camping, but we're camping.
Beautiful. So I think the specific moment when last we left off, you were all sort of laying back down after this revelation that Seda has
cards.
become Zin, except for Zin and who was playing cards?
I think Immortus.
It was Immortus, yeah. We're gonna play cards.
I think the two of you basically play cards for the rest of your watch.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a relatively uneventful night, except Immortus, it's like getting to know a completely different person. Mm-hmm. It definitely is not Seda. Not just in appearance, but in personality as well. I think the watch, the rest of your watch, because you have the tail end of the watch, right? Because no dark vision and all that. Immortus.
I think I go first, don't I?
You usually go first.
Yeah, Immortus goes first.
Yeah.
Sterling goes last.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Sterling saw Seda do all that. That's what it was.
Immortus saw her.
Immortus saw.
That was just me getting names wrong. I meant Immortus. It's going to be a day. But the rest of the evening is pretty uneventful. And you all, those of you who did not take the final watch, awaken the next morning.
Does not cheat while playing cards. Important fact.
We don't have anything to bet on, so what's the point?
Shh. Winning?
I don't know if either of you actually has the game set for cards, but if you do, you guys could maybe roll it and see what you result in, see who wins.
I think I might. Well, I know some. I feel like somebody has a deck of something.
We got a deck of cards, but he means like proficiency in playing cards.
Yeah, because there's the game set for cards, and you get your proficiency in playing cards.
No, I'm not proficient in playing cards.
Me either. But
It's all good. You guys.
I guess depending on the game we playing, we could either roll wisdom or intelligence.
I'm not sure what card game you guys were playing.
I had no idea. It just was like random card game. I don't know what card games they play here.
Some, fantasy knockoff of a regular
Fantasy
game.
poker or rummy.
Dragon's Bluff.
Dragon's Bluff. Oh yeah,
It's
definitely.
war, but you guys actually have wizards. The Joker's in the deck is a wizard.
Yes.
No worries. But pretty inconsequential.
Yeah.
So, standing from where you guys are now, you can see the cobblestone road head towards this fog-ridden, magically shielded city of death. About a mile that direction, and you're like, yeah, I'm glad we don't need to go there. Off from that cobblestone road, you can see there's another road that continues onward that's like, it's cobblestone and then it's dirt and then it's cobblestone again, and it goes in the general direction of the tower. So you guys could easily follow that road toward the tower. But you also get the idea that it's probably not to the tower, right?
Yeah, it's just that direction-ish.
And it's a lot safer than traversing
Ish.
a plague-ridden forest,
I mean,
as
probably.
the trees are now visible in that direction again. So I assume you guys just want to head that way.
Pack up for the morning. Is it sunny? What's the weather like?
It's still like it's like the day after a really bad storm, except the storm was like 4 days ago. But it's definitely clearing up, and the mushy ground isn't so bad here. It doesn't look like you're gonna have an issue with like tripping and falling into plague water anymore, especially on the path that you're taking, as it's a little bit more elevated.
Maybe your boots will dry out.
Maybe.
Awesome.
But what's up?
Possibly.
But I can tell you, the next 2 days of travel will be fairly uneventful. So as you guys travel, I think the first thing that you guys are going to definitely clue in, and it's sort of a reminder because we did talk about it before, but you were much farther and couldn't really see as clearly. That giant had rounded the corner around the city and sort of just, if it continues on the path that it's taking, it will not be a problem unless you spend 3-4 months here.
Yeah, it's gonna be far away.
Yeah, it just slowly walks around the city as far as you can tell. Whether or not that's because it can't get in or because something can't get out, you don't know. But you're definitely happy it's farther away. Well, let's do this. As you guys go, we'll call this the first relatively uneventful day. Can I have all of you make perception checks?
If I can find my character sheet.
Is necessary.
Mm-hmm. There it is. Da, 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 da. There. I found it.
Yeah, I think Sada's the only...
If you add Sterling's and Immortus's together, you have mine.
I think Seta's, I should say, Zin is the only one that notices using Seta's capabilities. uh, way off in the distance towards the center of this, like, you know what it almost looks like when a forest is, like, trying to grow up over a hill, but it's not, like, keeping up with the actual hill, you know what I'm talking about? So it's, like, very few trees, but it looks like it wants to be a forest.
Mm-hmm.
You see off in the distance, on this little, like, treed hillock, that there's another one of those inky creatures, and this is quite far away.
But they move really fast, don't they?
They do. I mean, relatively.
Yeah.
From what you can see, it's just grabbing trees and freezing them solid.
Ah.
You're not entirely sure how that makes you feel, but that's a thing.
Huh. Well, how does the question I would have is how does Nizin feel about this plane? Like, is this the plane that he wants? Like, is this what he wants? I mean, he's a gilded glutton, so he, like, obviously enjoys money and ownership and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
This plane of existence has kind of gone to shit. And there's this weird space noodly, like, cloud monster tentacle thing, like, taking up residency here. Like, is that a big deal, or is this just like, whatever, find somewhere else to hang out?
So basically you're asking, would Nizin want you to basically reclaim the plane or just move on?
Yeah, basically.
Probably lean towards move on.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so, and what we discovered last game when Seta was still Seta, is that creature is essentially making those habitats. It's making a habitat.
Yeah.
It's a terraforming. There we go.
Indeed.
It's terraforming. Okay.
At the top of the hill.
Yep. Huh.
Better vantage point? Question mark? Maybe?
Whatever. I don't think it matters. Looks like vampires are not going to be all the problems around here. They're moving in. I wonder why it took so long. This is like hundreds of years, right?
It's almost exactly like 107.
Okay. Yeah. So Zen like turns to whoever's around and is like, it's been like 100 years, right? They've been trying to like make this place habitable for them. Why do you think it's taken so long?
Maybe they couldn't get in while they were that big.
Oh, so that is the whole little baby grow thing?
It's a theory.
Huh. That sucks. For you guys. Anyways, if we continue this way, we'll be about, I don't know. It should get us towards the tower, apparently. Strange.
Yeah, I think Zin, having lived in this area, Zin would know that there's a small village further down this road that's sort of like a farming village that helps provide food for the major city that you guys will be running into eventually along this path. I don't know that Zin. I mean, it's up to you. I don't know if Zin would share that information, but
I don't know that he would. It doesn't seem like it's a pertinent. It's like,
not really.
We're going to the tower. Fuck everything in between.
Yeah. But as the day continues, it's relatively uneventful. I think probably towards midday, shortly after you guys have lunch, the clouds sort of start to part and clear, and the storm finishes going away, right? So now it's like bright and sunny for as long as that will last. I think around the time, as you guys continue your journey forward, that you...
Zin spends most of the time when they're not looking at the trail or whatever, cleaning under the talon-like claws. just like preening.
Fair. I half imagine Immortus reading and walking, so it's fine. Everybody's doing something.
I don't think he'd be reading. He'd be looking.
Yeah.
You're
That's
in-
fair.
That's fair.
They're in
Dangerland.
danger zones. Yeah, just
Hostile
Immortus doesn't. The game master doesn't tell Immortus it's going to be an eventful day.
That's
Fair.
true.
He's expecting it to be quite eventful.
So as you are traveling, where would you say the majority of your attention is? Is it the city, or is it the plains and the tree area that's to your? I would say left. The city to your right and the trees to your left.
Probably mostly to the left, because the city, if it follows suit, is just going to continue to be over there and not really a threat.
Yeah, it had that shield thing around it, so it's probably mostly contained.
Fair.
Yeah. And it will hear the giant coming if it suddenly decides not to be over there,
That's fair.
because it'd have to move pretty quickly.
I will say, Zin, there definitely wasn't a shield around the city the last time you were out and about. Again, whether or not that's of any consequence is up to you.
And the mage probably managed to do it off in one last heroic throw before he passed away, or some nonsense. Idiot. That's how he feels about it.
Fair.
Fools.
I'd say as you guys come to the point in your journey where it's it's time to take your long rest for the evening. You can way off in the distance you can see this small hamlet almost with a bunch of farmland around it. I guess the strangest thing to you, as all of you it's definitely clearly visible to all of you, is that it still looks like farmland. And it's not overgrown.
Weird.
Oh, that's strange. I thought I thought they'd all be dead. Who farms out here?
That, apparently.
That could be problematic. Oh, but opportunistic. Zen steeples his taloned claws and just kind of stares at the farmland menacingly.
What treasures await us? Yeah, so I think you guys bed down for the evening. Assuming, unless any of you has anything that you'd like to roleplay out, we can skip straight to morning.
Ouch. At some point, Zen is gonna go and talk to Amet about tails. Because currently, unfortunately, he lacks a tail.
Can I have yours?
No. It's not. She's gonna. Having spent an entire life. No, sorry. Amet. And kind of nods, he was just going to start talking at her. But then he goes over and he's like, Amet. Having spent an entire life with a tail, and now currently am without a tail, I am quite impressed by the amount of balance I still retain without one. But yet, I find that I miss it. Do you often use your tail to balance things? Like when you're doing such stuff? Or does it get in the way?
I feel like I use it more to hang off of things.
So you curl yours about and whatnot. Mine wasn't so prehensile. It was more or less just something I could swing around and whack people with or trip people occasionally. I miss it. Perhaps I'll find something in that tower to get it back. That would be nice. So, are there many other of your race and kin where you come from?
I don't think there was there?
Maybe one or two, but not very many.
Yeah, like a tiny handful.
Not really.
Do you find that you're treated equally and fairly among them?
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. Suppose some things have improved. And then he just unceremoniously walks away from the conversation.
Nice. I imagine that like moment in like Dark Souls where you walk away from the merchant without getting out of the menu.
Yeah,
Like,
you,
hey,
just leave. You just leave.
hey, where you going? That's great.
Okay, that's all I had.
Zin, if you are aware of the wine, would you have some? It's technically
Oh, yes.
yours from all that time ago.
Indeed, wine will be had. Because why not? Because wine not?
Can
We don't
imagine
have cups, though, do we?
that joke playing over well. That's great. I mean, you do have cups. You definitely don't have.
We
like,
would have like little metal tins, yeah.
Yeah, nothing fancy.
Just walks over, doesn't ask, doesn't say anything, just gets like opens the wine, gets a cup of it.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
Oh, we're breaking that open?
Yeah, I mean, why not? It says why not.
I mean,
Chuckles
why
to himself.
not?
Yeah.
And yeah, drinks, sits down by the fire. They actually wait. Do they have a fire? Pretty
Oh,
open
pretty
field.
close.
It's probably just embers then.
Yeah, I would say it's probably a very, very mild
like
fire.
a low fire, yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
And sits down and drinks some wine.
Does anybody else have any?
Immortals will get a cup.
Yeah, me too.
The paladin won't.
So for those of you who have not had this particular wine before, it definitely doesn't seem to be normal wine. It's a lot thicker, but it still has a very similar flavor to wine that you're used to. Maybe a bit stronger.
It's only like a bajillion. It's only like 100 years old. It's fine.
I guess what really catches you off guard is occasionally there's like a chunk,
Ew.
which is a little. What is that?
Oh no!
And Zen is just. I imagine Zen would just shrug and be like, "That's blood wine for you."
Yeah, I don't know that he'd say anything though. He's probably very. Here, hold on a second. We gotta roll this because I don't know how glib we are at. I'm decent. Just kind of watches, but try not to watch as they drink the wine. And then when they come to like their first chunk, you're supposed to chew it. It holds the flavor.
Oh. Immortus doesn't drink. He just pretends to drink.
Poor Met.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not chewing the thing though.
You just spit it out and you're like, I'm done.
Yeah.
It's a bit much.
Not to everyone's taste, unfortunately. And Zen just drinks the wine like this is, and leans back, kicks a leg up, just enjoying life. Apparently,
A renewed lease on life, even.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think.
How much does he drink?
Hold on a second. What's the name of the guy I follow? Gildan Glutton. Let's see how much we drink. Does he stop? I guess we'll just do this, I suppose. Not a lot.
Yeah, still not used to this new body. He's like,
yeah. Probably drinks way too much too quickly for the stature that he is currently inhabiting.
Which is many inches shorter. Wait, wait, you move, you shift up as a changeling, so I guess you'd be technically the same height.
Yeah.
Still,
yeah.
the body's not used to that much alcohol.
No.
trying to
Seda
go
is
like he-
Seda is not a drinker. This guy obviously was.
You just sort of like after probably three or four cups, sort of just collapses back and is just like,
Just conks on, just out, just kind of and muttering in Draconic.
Marvelous.
Hey, you're not done already, are you?
Four cups down, unconscious. Drank them all way too quickly.
I think we're going to have longer watches tonight.
But thankfully, the night goes relatively uneventfully. I would like.
Hold on.
What's up?
Wait.
How drunk is he?
Unconscious. I rolled a 5 on my constitution. He's out.
Yeah. KO.
Hey. Immortus will poke him.
Mortis,
Hey.
you poke him.
Kind of just like slaps at the hand.
Hey, Sterling, come here.
No.
Come here.
Why?
Because you're big and strong.
That's not a why.
I'm here.
What do you want?
This guy's out. Take this shit off of him.
Oh. Yeah, Sterling heads on over.
Yeah. What do you want to start with? The cloak or the amulet?
I would think the amulet.
Yeah, I think you reach for the amulet, and as you go to wrap your hand around it, let's do it this way. Give me a strength check. Yeah, as you're trying to pull the amulet, you notice that it's definitely giving you some magical resistance, and it starts to get to the point where it's like cutting into your hand. I mean, do you want to keep trying, or?
You could use one of my daggers.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, it is chains.
Problem
so-
solved.
Just cut the head off. It'll be fine. No, don't do that. Don't do that. But like I said, you can keep trying if you want, but it is starting to tear into your hand and actually cut you.
Set it gently back down for a moment and wrap my hands in something sturdier.
Oh, fair. You want to maybe slide your armored gloves back on, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
take
hit
a hold
up
of it again. Try again.
Divinity.
Just mutters. Like legitimately is just like muttering and saying, fetch me, like you're just talking to people, give me this thing. Have you heard? And just, most of it's in Draconic though. I don't know if anyone speaks Draconic, but it's basically just like
Let me check.
day in the life
Nope.
orders.
I have all the
Bring me
evil
the
talk.
grapes, you fool.
Just hellish kind of sounds.
I'm just trying to see. Is it advantage? Yeah, you have advantage. All right, go ahead and roll. Add advantage.
Can I use the athletics, or do you want strength again?
Athletics is fine. It should have been athletics the first time. That was my bad. They both work for this. 24. Yeah, I think at this point what happens is as the amulet actually... It almost feels like there's a snap as the chain pops and you fall backwards, and then the amulet literally vanishes from your hand and reappears around the neck.
Be quiet, Githyanki swearing.
Don't cuss. Try the cloak.
If it's of the same enchantment, we're going to have a...
Well, we're gonna find out. Do it.
What's
You
the
do
Met
it.
doing right now?
I don't want to explode.
Just
You do
holding
it.
their daggers out.
Yeah, like ready to do something.
Is the cloak even a cloak at the moment, or are they wings?
It's a cloak. It doesn't become wings until it's activated.
Okay, we can try the cloak.
So how do you want to approach this?
How is the cloak on them? Or him? Is it just like fastened? Is it?
It's like a wraparound. It hooks on underneath, like on one side. So say it hooks on your left, you wrap it all the way around the right, and then hook it back around on that on the right side. So it's like ponchos a little bit
Is it
to
like
create that wing effect.
I'm like picturing that cloak that Legolas had, and how it
Similar,
hooks.
yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, the obvious answer would be to try and unhook it, right?
Yes, it would.
Which, you know, it unhooks. It's like not a problem.
But does it actually come off?
I mean, if I'm not mistaken of the layout of things here, they're laying on top of it, so it doesn't fall off. No.
Okay.
Pick him and roll him over.
Unwrap it from around them, and so they're just still laying on it, but it's like off.
Yeah. No.
There's like a low like chest rumbling chuckle of like, you know, very draconic in nature, and like the hand like playfully slaps at Sterling, and then just kind of rolls over.
Yeah. Much easier to get the cloak off, and you're kind of standing there with the cloak just like in hand, like right next to Zin, but you don't know. Like, now what do you do? You got the cloak in your hands.
Bundle it up for now and set it
No,
aside.
no. Don't set that shit
You should
aside.
hide it, right?
Try burning it.
There's one thing between getting it off them. There's another between actually trying to destroy it. They might take issue with that.
Well, if they take issue with it, they won't be able to just sprout rings and fly away.
We can use it as leverage.
Can we?
I love that you thought of that.
Marvelous.
Yeah.
I hand the cloak over to Immortus for the moment, and I'm going to check to see if the cloak was not like a gateway to getting the amulet off, like you had to do that first. And just give it a tug, see if it fights.
Like a puzzle.
It doesn't appear to be. It's the amulet is still holding firm.
The amulet's okay.
It's definitely secure.
All right. Well, Amet, you think you can sneak away?
Probably.
Don't tell us where you're going. Sneak away and hide it really well somewhere around here that you can remember, so we can use as leverage when they're coming back. Because now listen carefully, everyone. We're not planning on, as far as he knows, we're not going to be. He needs to think that he's going to be coming back with us. So this is incentive for him to cooperate when we're coming back. Guys, see what I'm saying? We're gonna fix this. We're gonna fix this at the tower, but he needs to not know that.
So are you sending Amet off into the night to hide it somewhere? Is that what I heard?
If she's comfortable with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Amet, you dash off into the night. Shortly after you get out of sight of the camp, the cloak vanishes.
Crap.
It's back there, isn't it?
And it,
No.
for those of you like still in camp, you hear a whoosh, and the cloak has reappeared on the shoulders of Zin.
Of course it has. Just share a look of the Mortis.
He just shrugs.
Should we like hide it on the horse?
It's going to be really obvious if we hide it on the horse and don't just home in on it either.
Yeah.
Well, maybe the horse can get some dragon wings and fly us out of here.
Put it on the horse.
I don't know what would do.
Would it become a dragon or a Pegasus?
My guess is neat.
I love that idea. If it were like a living horse, let's put the magical item on the horse. See what happens.
You don't equip magical items on your pets? It's like the number one option, right? What's the worst that could happen?
You get Fluffles. Terrible.
So, seeing as how that escapade was relatively unsuccessful, I assume the rest of you return to your standard watches for the night?
No, we're still talking. Well, should one of us wear it?
That's an even worse idea.
Well, I mean... Do you have any better ideas?
We know we can't leverage the cloak or get the off it, but we're just going to have to trust that, like you said, we can solve this at the tower.
Mm. When we get to the tower, what's stopping him from just flying to the top of it and doing whatever he wants?
The ring. Or whatever natural defenses are around the tower, at least. Probably the same reason he doesn't just fly off to the tower on his own right now.
All right. We're going to have to take watches over this dude.
Yeah. And probably hide the wine tomorrow.
Nah, let him drink the wine. Okay, now we're done. Unless anyone... Are we done?
My character's unconscious.
So it sounds like we're pretty done.
Amortis returns to poking you with a stick. No. Kidding. Yeah.
Did
What's up?
if I don't have Frederick, I'm gonna summon him back.
Yes, you
My
do
raven.
not. I've been wondering when you were going to do
Well,
that.
I think like when we ended like the last session, I either said I summoned it and then forgot, or I was like, I'm gonna summon it first thing next session and forgot. So I'm doing that now.
Yeah. So you resummon Frederick, and the rest of the night unfolds relatively uneventfully.
Frederick perches next to Zim and
Frederick's set to
speaks.
watch Zin.
Yes, he talks all night
Mm-hmm.
in the little voice clips of Seda.
I got you.
Aww.
Mostly about the shit she was talking right before becoming possessed by evil, but how her shape is her own and blah blah blah, and just squawks it in her ear all night long.
So I think
Cantor is keeping an eye on both of them.
I think Zin, you wake up with a bit of a headache and a bird squawking in your ear.
Wine. That's wine, not. I hate mornings. It's very loudly. Just.
We can tell.
I think the camp's probably like packed up already.
just stretches like flat like out on the ground, is like takes up as much space as physically possible, and then gets up and very haphazardly packs whatever stuff that they might have got out that night before in there. Every once in a while, he'll come across something that obviously belongs to Seda, look at it for a long moment, and legitimately just tosses it aside.
Yeah, that gets collected.
So like, there's just like Seda is not a person with lots of bits and baubles, but they're like small tools or like the necklace her mother gave her is one of the first things that gets tossed aside. Just
This
fuck
isn't
it.
Frederick is like, ooh, shiny.
Zin's just
I
like,
like
this
it.
is not fancy enough for me. Get out of here.
This is not fancy enough for me. I don't want this shit.
Is this costume jewelry? What is this?
Chintzy fair art. So every once in a while there'll be like little bits or a bauble or like some kind of braided string or like, stuff that was like given to Seda that they probably wear, like a bracelet or two. They're not exactly the most
When was the last time they reported through the...
I'm glad you remembered because I wasn't gonna do it. It's been
2 nights ago.
Days.
Yeah, Sterling makes a quick note into that, if that's tossed aside.
Oh no, that's a magic ring. That's not going anywhere.
This is fancy. I'm keeping this.
Zem,
Mm-hmm.
we need to send
Sir, yes, sir. What?
We need to send a report home through the magic ring,
Why?
so they don't do some unknown thing.
So Seda knows what they were gonna do. I forgot. But I know that he had talked about something that would happen if they did not report.
Oh no, actually Seda didn't know. He hadn't told you.
Oh, okay, he hadn't told her yet. Oh, okay.
It was just a contingency. That's all. Well, that's all we did. Heard
Yeah.
Yeah.
from Seda.
Just a very ominous contingency plan.
Oh. He kind of like crosses his arms and looks at you and you're not at all interested in what their contingency plan is. The control, the leash, they just tighten it a little bit more. Jump. He just kind of says, like, puts his arms next to, like, up in the air, like, telling Sterling to jump. And just, you don't get it, do you?
I don't really care.
What do you want me to say?
We're still alive. We're continuing on towards the tower. That's all.
Very well. So, all right, right there, just in front of everybody, magic ring happens.
Oh,
It's spoken, right? Like this delivers your voice to the.
It doesn't have to be, but it can be if you want it to be.
Oh, it's totally going to be this time. Journey's fine. However many days out from the tower. All your little puppets are still alive. Let's see. What else? You'll get you're likely to get your magic item. Or you're likely to get what you want. Just beware that the old ways have not forgotten this land.
And that's a facepalm.
And more just gives Sterling a reassuring nod.
Yep. Like this is,
and maybe something along the lines of your power is not so complete.
I think
It's like Rambo in First Blood Part 2. I'm coming to get you.
I think Lycus's voice comes back with, and who is this? Why do you have the ring, and why are you reporting?
Does it have a second charge in it? Like I know.
It's once a day.
Once a day.
You're not actually supposed to report every day. More like every 3 days, but
yeah.
But
it's been 2. So
They've been doing it every 2 to be sure.
But
Yeah, so I can't answer. So
You can-
unless
you
he
can't,
sends, unless he's sending. Oh, okay.
you can't with the ring. You can't. There's definitely a long pause, and then the voice comes through in Zin's head. Seda, who has the ring? What's going on over there?
Sada's not here anymore. And then full mental introduction, and he bows physically. In the real world, you guys see Zen bow, but full introduction. Zen, the chosen of Zen, the gilded glutton. And then let's see. Yeah, that's basically it. And essentially, as long as they do not interfere with my plans, I will not interfere with yours, paltry as they are.
Right. No response.
Yeah. He did tell them that they were fine, at least.
True.
There is that. Zen turns, giant, like, toothy, mauve smile at them. There, I've reported. They don't seem terribly pleased, which it delights me.
Sterling is just standing there with fingers pinching the bridge of his nose. Just, oh my gosh.
That was fun. I should have done that earlier. Onward! And just starts marching. Probably forgets his bag, because he doesn't care about it.
Yeah. The bag's just laying on the ground. Somebody picks it up and follows after.
He's on the horse. All of Seda's things make it into a pack on the horse.
Fair. I think as you guys continue the journey onward, the road sort of starts to bow in the direction of the city a little bit, and as you guys near the city, you guys aren't super close, mind you. But as you guys are a little bit closer, and it starts to wind back, and now that you're sort of going through this windy bend area, you notice that the elevation sort of lowers a little bit further ahead, and it looks like, just by the landscape around here, this is like a much harder like stone or what have you, as opposed to the soft dirt that you've been going through so far. So they sort of have like carved a road through it, as opposed to... Sorry, they sort of wrapped a road around it instead of carving through it, right?
Okay.
But as you guys are closer to the city, go ahead and give me perception checks. Let's see if you can see anything in there. All right. Seda and Sterling.
No, that would be a Mortis and Sterling. Oh yeah, I got a 17. Never mind, my standard.
Yeah, because passive or better with the roll. As you're looking at the city, I think the thing that like sort of sends a chill through your spine is that in it you can see that there are what look almost like groups of people just sort of milling around. And to see them from this distance mean they're quite large groups of people.
They mostly black like the creatures?
I mean, they look it from this distance, but whether or not that's just because you can't tell the details or because they actually are like inky black creatures, you don't know.
Great.
But the city is certainly populated with something. Probably a part of the reason why it's walled off as it is. Go ahead.
I was going to say, interesting. I wonder if perhaps it is not to keep something out, but to keep something in.
The zombie, well, the giant is wandering around it, trying to weaken it.
Oh, is he? Did you divine that from his pacing?
No, it's a guess.
What are you gonna talk about?
The city, it's teeming with movement.
Looks like
Oh.
there's massive crowds inside it.
So I was wondering if perhaps these inky monster creature terraforming nonsense things are trapped within the city, not actually the plague, but these strange creatures. What do they taste like? Like fish, perhaps?
Should we do a closer look?
I mean, it's up to you. I don't care. We'll get to the tower eventually. I've got time.
We really don't.
Ah, of course not.
Well, I mean, I could send Frederick over. They got birds around here, right? They're not gonna be suspicious of a bird, right? What do you think, Frederick?
Bird.
Yeah, if you want to, absolutely.
I'm gonna send him. Anyone gonna stop me? All right.
Oh, fucking Zin's like, this is a great idea.
Yeah, it'll take a little while
Alright.
for him to get back because it's
Frederick.
a ways.
Information without having to do anything, sign him up.
It's fly stealthy.
Since it's a ways, it'll be a while before he gets back. Are you?
Yeah.
But to be fair, he can just come back to you. He knows where you are, like at all times, right?
Yeah.
So you guys can just
Yeah.
continue onward to your campsite later in the evening, and he'll return to you.
Sometime after you let the bird go, like, because it's a stony, kind of more stony cobblestone path, right? That we're on now?
Yeah. With like the
Zin
rocky
is
around you.
legitimately like skipping from rock to rock, just like, this is great. Having flesh, form, just like, this is, just life, this whole outlook. It's just sunny. And, distracted.
You even appreciate food again, too.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, so as you guys are setting up camp for the evening, the bird does indeed return and sort of relays to you, Immortus, what it saw. The first thing that you'll notice is as the bird is... it's almost like it's sort of relaying to you like a video, right?
Mm-hmm.
As the bird gets closer, the first thing you notice is this barrier is a lot more tangible up close. But it's also flickering in places, like it's weak, like it's soon to fail.
Were there zombies like at the base of this shield?
Continuing on, the bird sort of does like a low sweep, and these creatures. I mean, calling them zombies is a bit disingenuous.
I'm just using a term.
As Immortus did indeed point out, they are like inky humanoids, much like the larger squid forms.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the one thing that you realize as you're looking at them is it doesn't look like they are made of ink. They look like people who have had like ink poured on them.
Mm-hmm.
And there are hundreds of them, and they're sort of like, not all of them, but a fair few of them are like pressing against this barrier, which at least at the base of it doesn't really seem to have much left.
When it flickers, do they pass through?
Like bits of them will, right? And then if like their arms through, but the rest of them isn't, and the field comes back up and reestablishes itself, the arm just gets cut off.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it's a bit of a gore fest over here. As these creatures are trying to press themselves against it.
Yeah, was it all them trying to get in and none trying to get out?
Oh no, they're all trying to get out.
Oh, they're trying to get out. Gotcha.
Yeah. It looks almost as if this, just based on the population of the city, this was done soon after the plague outbreak.
I see.
So what did your little chicken learn?
It does seem like the shield's keeping something in. The shield is weakening.
That's good.
Where it flickers, they can pass through. It doesn't seem like there's much flickering enough for them to get through, like, completely or wholly, but arms and whatever
Well,
manages to get through.
In your assumed magical opinion, how long do you think the barrier has?
You want to do an
Oh,
Arcana
well.
check?
Oh, yeah, sure. What, Arcana?
Yeah.
I clicked it. I'll click it again.
Eventually.
Maybe.
Trust me, I did click
There we
it.
go.
There we go.
19. You'd say it's a compounding issue. It's going to weaken faster and faster and has been. You'll be lucky if there's a year left on that barrier.
Well,
At least the base
It's kind
it,
of like-
right?
yeah. I mean, it's kind of like a dam. I mean, to us, it looks like to a layperson, you would think it would have hundreds of more years left because it's still intact. It's been hundreds of years, and now it's only flickering a little bit. But the problem is, once it weakens enough that the integrity is ruptured, then it's like a dam bursting forth, and the entire shield will be gone. So
Yes.
we're looking
Similar to
at
when the knife finally punctures the vein. Mm.
Yeah, precisely. So we're looking at, I don't know, maybe a year, a little more than that, give or take.
Ah, good. So, not my problem.
Marvelous.
How is that not your problem?
I don't plan on being here.
Where do you plan on going?
Elsewhere.
Literally anyway.
What, like another... Because this stuff is everywhere, like another city, or...
On this physical realm of existence.
Talking about going to another plane.
Mm-hmm. This one's not much fun. Not many people to kill. Not much gold to be had. Just a lot
Oh,
of
there's plenty
misery.
of gold, I'm sure. We're not really using it for anything.
Fair.
Didn't we end up bringing like a fair bunch back to the village at one point?
Possibly, yeah.
I'm not sure what they did with that.
Made a coin shirt out of it. It's a type of armor, it's like chainmail.
That is actually a type of armor. This is true.
Yeah. It looks neat.
Actually, it's more like a scale mail, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
well, I don't plan on staying around. Gotta have people to build a following, and there's not enough people here, and vampires are a pain. Irritating. Self-important lot.
Although, you did make good coins selling the blood wine to the vampires at one point.
That
There's always
is
that.
true. That is true. But I don't want to eke... Zim doesn't want to eke out a living. He wants to be a king.
This is fair.
The only living you get here is eking out one. Survival. Literally says the word survival as if it's the most disgusting thing ever. Oh, Sada's heart breaks a little bit.
I mean, you might want to... Hey, don't knock survival. I mean...
Just survival should never be one's goal.
Well, you did
Should
end
always
up
be
dead,
more.
didn't you?
It was only temporary.
Yeah, well. How many chances do you get to come back? Just saying.
The Zin is plentiful. This kind of smiles like it freezes, like Gary Busey, and then like keeps walking. Oh yeah, our set's up camp. There we go.
Just walk
Where you
away from
going?
camp.
Dramatic walk off, and then he comes back 10
And then
minutes
comes
later.
back.
like,
Yeah. Yeah. I had to go take a piss. What?
You have to wonder if things got that bad during 100 years. Why is the village still on this plane?
'Cause it's really hard to move people to another place of existence. Some high-level insane magic shit. I mean, you could probably roll Arcana on it and be like, because it's hard to do.
Yeah.
You know, you could, yeah. Well, that's up to you. I think.
Sure.
I mean, like, the Wizard's Tower might have a way, but then at that point, the fucking vampires are like, no, this is great. We've got them in lockdown over there. We have our cattle. It's the perfect kind of, like, honestly, that's probably more the actual truth than anything else.
A small handful of creatures is pretty easy, but an entire village of like over 800 people, that's a real problem.
Yeah.
Fair.
And the more people you got, the harder it gets. So.
Yeah, this right now, this is perfect for them. And when it becomes a problem that they can't handle or don't feel like dealing with, I'm sure they could just skip out and leave everybody here to die because they don't care.
Well,
want to get bleak.
I guess one has to wonder what other creatures can vampires feed on except the humanoids of the material plane?
Yeah.
Is there even another place for them to go and get food? You don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know these things. The other planes of existence is like, wow, mind-blowing.
It's like, yeah, it's in a similar fashion to like how if you're like growing up in the old west in like Texas, in like Arizona or something, and they're like, yeah, the ocean exists, and you're like, the what?
Giant body of water. You mean like a lake?
Exactly. So in passing you're aware of the existence of other planes, but you don't know much about them. Sterling a little bit more than the rest of you, but still not very much.
Yeah.
But I think this, as you guys finish up your meals and so on and bed down for the evening,
Oh man, is there anything to hunt? Like, is there actually any actual food around here? Because you said there was farmland. Is there any animals?
you guys haven't seen any animals running about.
Okay.
No. The occasional bird,
curious.
as Mortis did
Yeah.
mention, but they're like, high flying. Often it is like they don't
Yeah.
want to get close to whatever's going on down here.
Fair.
Very.
But you guys definitely have enough food, so
Oh yeah, we've got plenty of rations.
that won't be a problem. The evening progresses pretty uneventfully again. It's honestly nice to have this lull as opposed to like 4 days in a row where it was a real problem. Getting drunk again out there?
Hell yeah!
You
And
can't build up a tolerance unless
drunk.
you're drinking, okay? That's what I'm doing. I'm making sure this body can handle my intake.
My need to consume.
We don't have a feast, there's gotta be wine, which would be at a feast anyways. Yeah, so it's probably the final watch. Who's on the last watch?
Sterling.
Can you give me a perception check? Nice. So as you're sort of just sitting, I imagine, or whatever it is you do on watch to still keep an eye out.
Tap dance practice.
In
just
full.
just
was
practicing
that?
swordsmanship
Just
or
to
what
win.
have you. You see movement out of the corner of your eye, and you sort of look that direction. Excuse me, and you see off in the distance, maybe 800 feet away from camp, just floating a pair of those the inky squids, but much smaller, going in the same general direction that you're going.
Are they like in line with us?
Like parallel, yeah. It doesn't.
Well, more they going to come across us as they're going?
No. So if you guys are like next to the road, they're sort of parallel to you, going the same direction you guys are traveling.
Oh, great.
So they're patrolling the road, kind of.
I mean, not really. They're just sort of traveling that direction. But yeah, you see a pair of them. Hey, and they're also smaller, which is something to note, because the only ones you've seen so far have been really big. These ones are like, maybe 7-8 feet top, like the top to a tendril.
All right.
Oh yeah, small.
It is much smaller.
I know.
Anyway.
It's like half the size. But there are two of them, and they're just headed that way. Whether or not they're going to, you're going to come across them again later, you don't know. But you do spot them headed that way.
So they could either be going to the tower too, or to that hamlet.
But I think that's probably safe to call everybody waking up, because that's about the time it was.
Yeah.
Ha! Awake this morning.
And somehow without a hangover.
Yep. Only much better. Only took one night. Pretty adaptable. Handy. What? If anyone is looking at them, even if
I want the horse just to be staring at you, with the bird sitting
Yeah.
on its head.
no,
just,
there
looking at
you go. The horse staring. What? Just kind of like walks away from the horse.
Nice. Yeah. Are you gonna share that, Sterling, or just move on?
Go for breakfast.
Imagine you're just like eating bacon or something. You're like, so last night, or like an hour ago.
Yeah, how do you tell us?
You remember the gigantic tendril things that were floating in the air before?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of hard to forget.
In the night, a couple smaller ones passed by us. They were going the same direction we are.
Small, like the little ones, like in the rain.
Yeah, like in the rain.
Wait,
So little bitty ones.
tiny
No.
baby ones.
No. Bigger than me.
Whoa.
Nizen just laughs. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you done laughing? Get
Yes.
it out. No, it's a little bit quieter. We're in enemy territory, so it's...
Right. Some tentacle creatures the size of a giant, gestures towards Sterling, are flying on the same path that we were traveling.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to pick a different path. Unless, well, if they don't slow down. Did they leave any tracks?
They were flying.
They're 10 pair, I suppose.
Well, they can go over and have a look for any like broken branches or black slimed things that typically get left behind when they go by.
Well, if they're traveling the same path we're going, perhaps they are just, I don't know, how intelligent do we think these creatures are?
I think they have some intelligence, but not like they're probably not the same type of intelligence that we are. You know, I don't think they're sentient or individual.
Hive mind?
It's something like that. Maybe they themselves aren't intelligent by themselves. They're more like pieces of a body. Like, you know, like my hand isn't intelligent. It just does what I say. How much longer are we on this road if we stuck to it? Think we could double time it, or should we alter our path?
To the tower? Straight on the
Nizen
road?
stares at the tower, and it takes, stares at the tower, kind of puts his hands up on his hips, looks at the ground, and, his dragony brow just, pushes down, and he looks really angry and really cranky as he stares at the path ahead of him, trying to ascertain how long this will take.
There's Mortis asking the important questions to dragons.
On your current pace, about maybe 7 to 9 days.
And if we pressed, we could press, but we would wear out, right?
Yeah, I mean, you'd definitely be tired by the time you got there.
If you kind of just really cranky, turns around, looks at them, looks at the path, do you want to double time it and pass out when we get to the tower and all of its magical defenses?
Well, I mean, if we get to the tower, we can find a safe spot to rest. We can kick our feet back until we're rested up to take the tower. We're exposed out here.
What about the village, hamlet, fruit land?
We don't so bad. There's no telling one way or the other.
Well, I mean, I'm just surprised it's still standing. Kind of makes a disgusted face.
I'm surprised it's still farmland.
Well, shall we continue? Do you continue on? Are we gonna double time it? Kind of mock, wiggles his arms in the air.
It's all up to you guys.
I don't think we. I don't. Yeah. What'd you say?
That?
Sorry, I spoke over you.
I don't mind going a bit faster.
Yeah, let's cut the difference. Let's not double time it, but go a bit faster. We don't want to also attract undue attention.
Well, I think in D&D terms, normally it's you either go at full speed, or you either double time it, go normal, or go slow.
Yeah, pretty much.
So continue at our pace.
I'm alright with going fast.
Let's go fast then.
Nizen's all right, fine, but then then he thinks about it for a minute. He's like, no, okay, fast is fine. We can do fast.
All right. And I'd say, since you're going fast, you guys continue down this stony area, right? Because it's almost like this road goes through just whatever's convenient in this very hard rock passage area. And as you sort of come out into this more open area where you in this sort of general vicinity, you can see the farm off in the distance. But one thing that really catches your eye is straight up ahead there is just as you guys come out of this stony passage almost, you see this roadblock. Nice, old, and decayed. There's a cart that's overturned with a skeleton of a horse in front of it.
Okay, continue. Sorry.
You want to talk to it? Is that why you're laughing?
Let's talk to the dead horse.
No, Nizen would laugh at that because that's funny to him. They tried so hard and got so far, and in the end, it didn't really even matter.
Let me make sure your guys' tokens are on this sheet. They are not. Hold on.
But yeah, so Nizen legitimately laughs at the dead horse and cart.
but it is a thorough roadblock across basically the entirety of the road and beyond. And beyond! Wait. Can you guys see, or is this all like a black box?
I see white, but I'm still.
Oh, there it goes. It loaded. It was
I don't-
super
yeah.
blurry there for a bit, but now it's not.
Oh, yeah.
You guys are over here.
Oh, okay.
I see the dead horse and cart. Is the rest of it kind of like swampland impassable, or what are we looking at?
It's still a bit damp, but it's not so muddy that like you step into it and you sink down, right?
Mhm.
But it's interesting that they have the horse and cart there like that.
I'm muting myself, but I can still hear you guys. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Wonder why. That's no matter.
I mean, ostensibly there is a farm in that direction that they may have been trying to protect from the plague at one point.
And the farmland still looks like farmland.
Yeah, we've said this many times, it's the weirdest thing.
It's super weird.
Is there like a farmhouse nearby?
No, the farm's all like way off in the distance. Here it's just this roadblock, sort of blocking your way, and it even, like I said, extends past the road, and on either side of it, like they just don't want people to walk around, right? And it even in some places the ends of the roadblock sort of just butt up against this like solid stone, like almost like hill type thing that I was talking about before.
I mean, why don't we just climb over it?
I look at the farm with my magical eyes.
Well, I mean, it's still a fair.
The farm's
ways
like
off.
a mile off or so.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. Okay.
The roadblock.
I still
there is
activate
right there.
Eldritch Sight.
Yeah. There you go. Okay. I'm magic.
Click
You knew
it.
that.
Click it
Everyone
for
look at
me.
me. Everyone look at me. I'm magic.
Oh darn! I was thinking it would have the full description to detect magic.
Uh,
I don't know if you
you
have
know,
that as well.
I should probably add that to my spells, actually.
Because there's a very
I-
specific question here.
I got the book right here. Hold on. A B C D E F G.
30 feet of you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Use your actions to see a faint aura. Yeah. So not within 30 feet of you.
Except for me.
Well, except for the obvious, like,
yeah, the objects.
magical objects of your companions and whatnot. So you are here. 30 feet is... We can do this. Let's be super fancy since you have it turned on. There's your magical aura that lets you sense things. There you go.
Nice. Nice.
So what do you guys think?
No, it's just a dead horse and cart. We can just
Yeah, but it's in
walk
front
over
of
it.
it's in front of a barrier, a roadblock
Uh-huh.
with a weird, strange. I'm assuming some type of magical town on the other side of it.
Y'all want to roll perception checks as you examine the barrier?
Yeah. Should we move closer or a little closer? Or are we examining it from here?
Up to you.
Let's see what I roll.
We'll take that 17 then. From the position that you guys are in, at just like the entrance to this like rocky pathway, Seda and Immortus, yes, even with the 17, you don't really see much. However, with that 21 and the 20, behind the center barricades here, as you guys sort of like lean out and look past the horse, you see just bones strewn all about. Other than that, you see two very large wolves sleeping under this tree.
Uh-huh.
Oh, sorry.
Like how large? Are we talking about like
One
Sterling's
and one.
version of large? Which is
Uh,
bigger than him? Which is huge to us?
So real quick, correcting myself, it's one under this tree and one under this tree.
Just a big dog. Oh, just a big dog. Okay, cool. And then it turned a corner and is like 20 feet tall.
Well, they're at the moment they're curled up, right? So it's hard to tell exactly how big they are. But
They're very large.
they're very large, at least 4 times the size of a normal dog.
Okay.
Or wolf in this case. But they just napping.
They just sleeping.
Sterling, what do your giant eyes see?
Well, the fact that beyond the barricade there's an entire little field of bones. About what do you see? Aside from the 2 sleeping wolves.
Not much, but you have larger eyes and you're taller, so I'll just defer to you.
You want me to hold you up or something?
If they're just bones, who cares?
Well, obviously something made and then left the bones there.
Bodies that die leave bones.
File like that.
Sorry. He's such an ass, it makes me laugh.
Just a weird... I don't actually know the answer to this question, so if anybody does, so I don't have to look it up. If you were to look through your bird's eyes, would your bird also have Eldritch Sight?
Technically...
I don't think...
That's a GM call.
Yeah, I don't... I mean, if I was GM, I would say maybe no.
But it's... Warlock pets are weird in that they can deliver your spells for you.
That might be the pet warlock, though, right?
Well, I mean, just
See,
your
I
pets
have...
in general can do that.
Yeah, that's
There's
back
like
to
a
the chain
special-
that does that, as opposed
Yeah.
to what
Yeah.
he has,
There's
which
like a-
is back to the tome.
Yeah, I've basically got the dollar store version of the familiar.
Yeah.
Because I got like the legitimate familiar through ritual spells. Not,
I would go with, in this case, then no. I had that thought that you might try that. I was like, does it? And I don't think so. So what do you guys want to do?
Well, I mean, those wolves don't look that... I don't think we really encounter friendly wolves, do we?
I mean, you can usually... You've avoided them in the past.
You want to get the jump on them?
Hmm.
We might could eat them.
That's true. Wolfish
Should
is bad.
Should we try to just like sneak past them?
Maybe sneak past and climb over the barrier if you want to try that?
I could like go ahead if you want and see what's past it.
Well, if you want to see what's past the barrier, I could send Frederick.
Oh, true.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
Frederick, do a flyby, Mr. Frederick.
Give me a perception check for Frederick.
I have one. I don't know if Frederick... I do have his thing right here, don't I?
I think he has better perception than you, right?
Yeah.
So definitely
His
reroll
path-
that as him.
He is it wisdom with perception? Yes.
Does he not have
So
the
his-
perception skill?
He has passive perception of 13. So, and his wisdom is 1, so can we do the math on figuring out what his perception is?
Let me look at his sheet. Did you change his name?
No, it's Frederick.
No, I meant on the sheet, or is it still Raven?
The sheet I have, his name is Frederick. It's on my little...
Yeah, do you see where it says skills perception +3? You can just click that and it'll roll. It's right above passive perception.
Oh, yeah, duh. I'm blind.
Literally blind. He doesn't have a keen sense of smell, does he? No. That's
Nah.
like dogs and stuff. So beyond the general landscape, Frederick doesn't really notice anything of note. The pile of bones, the barricade, that this road winds down and heads directly for that town and goes through it, as opposed to going alongside of it or there being another road going off into the farm.
Mhm.
It goes right in the middle of the farm. If any of that was helpful.
Well, Frederick doesn't really see much beyond what we see. There's the bones. The river goes to the farm, but I mean, I at least assumed that.
Road, but yeah. You said river.
Oh, what up, rivers? Yeah.
But yeah,
The dirt river that we walk on.
of course. Perfect. Yeah.
The dirt river. The entire time, like, fucking Zin's just kind of looking over there, looking around, looking at the bushes where the wolves are supposedly, just like not really invested.
Yeah, I mean, fair.
So are we sneaking? Are we climbing over the barrier, stepping on some bones? We're
Well,
just gonna
I vote
fight the
for
wolves.
getting the jump on these wolves.
Right.
Here,
What are you
let
thinking,
me
man?
hop them out. so you guys
Pulls
actually know.
pulls the swords.
Now we're getting the jump on the wolves. Put the
And
swords up and take the bow out. If you have any questions, ask Seda.
Huh.
Huh.
I know how to work a bow. Grumbles a little bit. It's pulls the bow out.
Do you guys want to reposition it all before you get going? And actually,
Let's move up a little bit so we have some room to retreat.
do we want to take a little bit of an early break because we're like 20 minutes and this is going to
Yeah.
be a combat
Uh-oh.
and that could take a while?
Okay.
So move yourselves to where you guys want to be, and we'll go ahead and take a sort of maybe about a 10-minute-ish break. Towards the end of which I will go ahead and run an ad to disable pre-rolls because pre-rolls suck. Enjoy
This
the
bush.
music, and we'll see y'all
My
then.
friend. Alright. Break time! I'm gonna use the restroom.
Yeah.
Chill.
You might could get on top of this hill thing. Bow people.
everything you wanted.
Everybody back?
I'm around.
I'm here.
So just waiting for Mando and Sketch then.
What you gonna say when I give back all the hate you made?
Is that Amanda back?
Yep, sounds like
Yeah, I'm back.
So just sketch then.
I have a Girl Scout cookie.
Nice. I'm gonna go get a blueberry muffin while we wait for sketch.
it. Gotta make shit.
Ah!
Yeah.
Seriously, every time you open baggage tip, it's like it's in my head.
Okay.
Hot tea. Very hot tea.
Oh, I had hot tea when we started, and now I have iced tea.
Hell yeah. Tea's always great.
Your room, gosh.
Always tea.
The only kind of tea I don't like is lukewarm tea.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
She's here.
Alright then, let's go. So, pause the music.
Sketch here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It said in chat.
Yeah, I'm here.
She's in a ninja note.
I missed it.
So, what I would like to do here is go ahead and have everyone roll initiative so we have an order for this surprise round. Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
Also, did you want to move up at all, Matt, before everybody gets shooting?
I had it rolled twice. I
Alright,
just clicked myself
mine.
first time.
Gotta click on me. I clicked on me. And I gotta roll my stuff.
Nice.
Which is that one? Nope.
It's
That
the one that says initiative.
There we go.
Uh,
Initiative.
Yeah, even nicer. All right, Seda, aka
I must go
Zen.
first. I'm fantastic.
Let me show you how it's done.
Yeah, and I know how to use a bow. Question my capabilities.
Do you have any idea who I am?
I've told you before. Have you forgotten?
Probably.
Okay. Do you want me to go now, or are
So
we waiting?
yeah,
Okay.
go ahead. I mean, if you guys kill it, I'm not going to bother rolling its initiative, right? So I
Fair.
figure you guys do your surprise round, and then I roll everything else. Whoosh! just like straight over it.
There's
Go
a
second
small
attack.
There's a slight grumpy sound, but oh my god!
Holy crap!
Sim does not care for the bow today.
All right.
There's like literal kind of like smoke coming out the nostrils currently.
Told you to ask Seda.
Next up is a Matt. What would you like to do?
I'm
man.
gonna go for the bow too.
Hit! You do have your sneak attack as well. Oh, that reminds me, you technically had advantage, and I totally forgot. I apologize.
Oh, that's fair.
So cool.
I mean, that's still for the first one, still two fucking misses.
Yeah, so you can go ahead and shoot again,
Yeah,
Zin, at advantage. I apologize. I keep forgetting.
that's okay. Choo!
That'll hit.
There you go.
So the second shot does it. The first one, it's so wide that everybody's making fun of you. But that second one, and I have you guys shooting at this one right here.
Okay.
That will
because-
finish that one off
Yeah. Okay, good.
before it even has time to stand up. Sterling. I don't know that Sterling has any range or anything.
I'll unlimber a javelin.
I'm saying, do you have a
Oh,
javelin or
wow.
a spear? Yeah. Huck that shit. That's like, I think a flat roll.
No, he's proficient in it.
No, I'm proficient.
But the range. I was talking about range wise because at a certain range you have disadvantage, but he has advantage, so.
Yeah, but the maximum range is what? On a javelin, it should say. 60 or 80 feet, I'm not sure. Because you're at 85 feet. You don't take like a 5-foot step, and then you can throw it normal. Because I'm pretty sure it's 80 feet.
You probably got to
Still
take a step
advantage.
anyway.
Oh! Sketches down. Yeah, go ahead. Make your attack. Do you not have it in your sheet yet? It'd be a 1d20 plus your proficiency plus your strength. Oh, there it is. I was confused. Yeah, that's a hit.
Yes. Sorry.
And okay, yeah, I'm actually only going to throw the one javelin.
Okay. Immortus.
All right, let's start. So then I started blasting.
That's a miss. That's a hit.
Oops. I guess I'd roll my third one.
Do you have a third
That's a
one
hit
yet?
too, right?
Do you
Oh,
have
that's
a
right.
third
I don't
one
have. No, I don't have a third one. I'm thinking of a different game. Sorry.
yet? So 4 damage. Alrighty. Alright, then let's have its roll initiative. And as it howls out, as it hits and doesn't die, its friends will also roll initiative. Don't miss the frickin' button. Hello? Nice.
Ah,
Go.
shit. That one's gonna go fast.
Zen is
Meow.
still first.
Yep.
Hmm.
Ah,
Sketch
didn't
says her
realize
phone's dead. Yep.
phone was dying. There we go.
Hopefully, yep. She's back.
Back.
Welcome back.
Yay. Okay, Zen will shoot at this one. I don't know where the other ones are. Oh, where the fuck over there? Actually, no.
North.
Zen will shoot at this one. Where the fuck over here? Because I have a longbow.
As
And
it's
that's not-
like it howls and then the others howl and start to get up, right? And you're
Ah.
like, oh, there they are.
There they are. All right. This is the button you use to shoot. That's better. Not at advantage, but you know, still a critical. Normal. There we go.
Normal.
Achoo.
Alrighty.
Oh, the little forcey things now look like gouts of dragon flame, as opposed to the strange ethereal like nature magic they looked like before.
Nice. Second attack.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Boop 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 doop.
Hit.
Boom. Damn.
Now that they're standing, you see that it's that as you fire these arrows into it, pustules explode out from all over its body.
Ah, plague-ridden mutts.
I
No
see.
meat tonight.
Yeah, I guess not.
Or no fresh meat tonight, is what he would say.
All
We'll
right.
still cook them over the fire.
Kind of just exhales some smoke that can be arranged. You know, dragon breath, rawr.
Bam. Full movement. From right between barricades. Full movement. Next up is a Met.
I'm just gonna shoot another arrow at him.
That's the same one? Okay. Oh, that's a hit. No advantage, no sneak attack this time, but that's something. You want to move at all? Or just hang out where you are?
They're right here, right?
The one you've been shooting at is right here. 2 more came from over here.
Oh, okay.
Came up over here, I should say. But yeah, you can totally move. You got your movement and your bonus action.
I'm gonna move over here.
Okay. Sterling.
I'm going to start off with casting Bless.
Fair. Which 3 creatures. So who are your 3 creatures of choice?
Myself, Ahmed, and actually Zim.
Wow.
As I know, Immortus really shouldn't be getting up close.
Okay, let's see how it is.
So that was your action. You have your movement, your bonus action. What do you want to do?
I'll move up.
That feels strange.
Like a weird glowing itchiness.
Oh.
Is this goodness?
Ugh, can I scrub it off?
And I already did my action. I don't think I can use a bonus action to hold one.
Nope. You cannot. So
I guess
that's
I
it.
just stop there.
Next up is Immortis.
Mortis is gonna move up a little bit. And for a bonus action, I'm going to cast Hex on the guy we hit. This guy over here. We were shooting at him as far as the surprise round, correct?
Yeah, that's the one you guys didn't kill during the surprise round.
Right. And I will attack him with Firebolt.
One creature hit. That'll finish him.
Then I'll move my Hex to this one.
I think you have to use a bonus action, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, well. You know it's coming.
Yeah. Next
time.
Yeah.
Next time on Immortus' turn. Alright. This guy's gonna charge up. Wait, hold on. He's not in the exact center of the square, so it's telling me weird numbers. So, there. Bam. Oh, look! It's a row!
3 little wolves, all in a row.
About 3 turns away from all dying, right? That's how that song
Probably.
goes?
Yeah.
And this one is here. Under the tree. Where its friend died. Sadness. Seda.
We haven't
the
popped
one
any
I
of these. Okay.
The one I shot before, I suppose.
Yeah.
Zen will take aim.
Also,
Do damage.
Hex uses concentration, so I no longer have my magical detect magic.
Okay. That'll finish that
Magic
one.
eye. Cool. The one next to it.
Let me disable his eyeballs. Hold on.
Yeah, go for it. You're good. 9 does not hit, so do not worry. Nothing else needs to be done. Bo, do I want a bonus action or anything? Nah, we're good.
It probably won't do it, but you could roll the D4 to see if you pop up to hit. I don't know what these things' AC is.
Oh, yeah, from the Bless.
Oh, right. Thank you. I forgot about that. Bloop.
12 will not do it.
All right.
Alrighty. This one, bam, all the way up to Sterling. And bite. 19.
Meats.
So you're gonna have to make a couple saving throws here. First, you take 5 piercing, and you got to make a strength save, or be knocked prone.
I forgot about that.
You actually do take the 1 poison as well, but you are saving against the plague now for a Constitution save, so you are not knocked prone. Save against the plague. That is a success.
D4. Okay.
Yeah, don't even need the D4. All right.
So, how much damage do I take?
6 total.
1.
You have the armor that reduces non-magical piercing, right? So it would be what, 4 total, I guess? Yeah. And this one charges up to you as well. I think you have to make a concentration check for Bless, right?
No.
Bless is not concentration?
Bless is concentration.
Yeah, so Constitution save for that too. Meter beat a 10. That's an 11. You're good. But this guy makes it to you. It's time for some pack tactics chomping. That's a 22. Pretty sure that hits. So you that is 9 total damage and strength save and a Constitution save again.
Tactics. Tactics.
Success. That is a failure. You are now afflicted with the plague. Positive note, you that's not going to do it either. I totally forgot about Bless. Positive note, you can't be afflicted with the plague again because you already have it. So
I can't negate it with the mask either.
Oh, you totally can. You can. Sorry. Absolutely.
Make it go away.
If you want to negate it with the mask, you can do that.
Yeah, this time.
Yeah. All right. No plague for you. Next up is a Met.
Can I be like any distance away while flanking something, or do I have to be right up close to it?
Flanking means you're on either side of the creature, so you'd have to be
physically there.
Yeah.
So would like there be flanking it?
If you went 1 up, it would be, yeah. There you go. So yeah, you would have advantage, and so would Sterling.
So can I like pull out my ritual dagger?
Yeah.
And try to hit him with it?
Absolutely. Stay up. That's a hit. 5 piercing and sneak attack. There it is. But its pustules explode because that one hadn't been hit. So I need Sterling and a Met to give me Constitution save.
Like to luck that.
All right, success. Success on a Met. Go ahead and luck it. What's your new save? Bam. Don't even need to roll the damage because you don't take it. It's pretty gross though.
Yeah.
Sterling, it's your turn.
Gonna hit the one Amet just did.
Okay. Hit.
You got advantage.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Crit fish.
Good job reminding.
No crit, but it does take
Bitter,
7
but not
damage.
yet.
Yeah, but I can reroll the flail damage. That was a 2.
Oh, yeah. I can do it. Ooh. Much better. Second attack.
Second attack.
At advantage. Yeah. There you go. Hit. That will finish it off.
Okay, I can't.
You can always reposition, as long as we don't leave the 5-foot reach of the creature.
Yeah. Guess I'll.
Well, as long as you don't leave the reach of the creature, which just happens to be 5 feet.
Just take a step to the side so Ahmed can take a step to the side and.
Get the flanking, yeah. Mortis.
I will bonus action move the hex to the unpopped wolf
Okay.
and firebolt the unpopped wolf.
Okay.
Is that the one in the trees?
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the trees.
Wolves in the trees! Alrighty. I believe you have a second one of those. Oh, that's Firebolt.
No,
right?
not fireball. Yeah, that's firebolt.
Yeah, that's Firebolt, not Eldritch Blast. My bad.
Then I will move here.
Alright. Bam. I guess you're the one that's coming after. Doesn't have advantage, but that is a crit. Of course it's a crit. Immortus. Was that, what? 18 damage to Immortus. And I need you to give me a strength save. Then
That's a lot of damage.
Hey, strength.
That's a failure. You're on the ground. You've been
You have
pulled
been
to the
knocked
ground.
prone.
I am casting Hellish Rebuke.
Alrighty. I will also need a Constitution save for the plague.
Sure.
From the plague, but then we do that.
For the plague, just to make sure you get it.
You want it, don't you? It's a gift. Success. Alright. Hellish Rebuke. I don't remember what save that is.
I don't think it's a save. I think it's like a counter hit, right?
I mean, it's an attack. I believe it is a save. Dexterity saving throw.
Oh, that made it.
Just dodges to the side of the gout of fire that shoots out. Nope. Is it for half or?
Half. Save for half.
Getting partially scorched. Roll your damage. 2d10.
So, 4d10. This is level 3.
Oh, yeah, yeah. That'll do it. It just chomps into you, pulls you to the ground, fire erupts out, and it's like,
well, there's like a,
oh yeah.
A lady appears in front of, or I guess above, Immortus, and looks extremely pissed that someone hit her charge, and there's like a little glint of rage in her eye, and she makes a gesture, and a big gout of fire erupts.
Beautiful.
From it.
And it's toast.
Level 3.
Then it should only be 3d10.
Oh, my bad. I'll roll it again. Miscounted my levels. Never used the spell before.
That's an amazing roll.
Charred to the bone.
It was just meant to kill the wolf.
It really was.
Just meant to do it.
Yeah, this one is going to attack Sterling. No advantage this time. I think that hits again.
Yes.
Dang. Oh, 14, which is half, so 7. Plus 3 is 10.
Yikes!
So give me that. So 10
Munch.
damage to you, and give me a strength save. And
Did you
then a constitution save.
Skip me somehow? Because Immortus just went. Should go.
How did you get skipped?
I have no idea. It still says 23, but I didn't go.
All right. So
That's weird.
hold off on this. Go ahead and go, Seda. Did I double tap it or something?
It might have.
Hit.
18. Even okay. And then damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then again.
Hit.
I don't really need to roll because that hits. And then damage.
It is still standing, but very hurt.
Okay.
And is then going to
Still capable to do its stuff.
going to do the total 10 damage to Sterling, and then Sterling, I need a strength save and a constitution save. That is a failure. You are pulled to the ground. Constitution save.
That's an impressive sight.
13. Actually, that'll do it. Bless does it. Bless saves you. It almost had you, though. Constitution save. Success. You are good. And it is now a Met's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna move up here again.
Stab at advantage.
Stabity.
Hit. You do get your sneak attack.
I forgot to type roll.
That'll do it.
Nice.
The wolves are down. There is, however, still the matter of this barricade to pass through, which, from the looks of it, should be easy enough.
No, I think 4d10 is right because it's level 1 at 2d10. Level 2 gets it another d10, and level 3 gives it to 4d10.
The damage increases by 1d10 for each slot above first.
And it's 3 slots above first. 2 slots above
okay.
first. I don't
It's
know.
2 slots above first.
Yeah, so
And
2
it
plus
starts
2.
at 2d10.
Well, it doesn't add. It's not. Anyway, never mind.
Conversation for later. So what do you guys want to do?
Ouch! Well, first I'll get up from being prone.
Fair. He's just laying there on the ground. Ouch! Ow! Somebody help! No, I'm kidding. So, what's the plan then?
Get ready to get going again, heal myself up a bit, and then Immortus. So I'll spend some of lay on hands on myself, about 10, and then another 10 on Immortus.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Noted. All right, well, let's check out this barrier then.
Yep, proceed on up to the barrier.
I'll cut my magic eyes on. Eldritch Sight.
All right, put yourself where you want to be.
Next to Sterling.
You pop your eyes on real quick. Yeah. So I think the two of you, Sterling and Immortus, stop right there, and you're like examining the barrier from a distance. But then Zin walks past you. Zin, as you walk past them, there's a shift as and you hear cracking as the horse starts to rise animated.
Ah, interesting.
Just get that guy out here. Pop. And you see behind the barrier, as the bones start to combine themselves into a number of different skeletons. Everybody roll initiative. None of you hit the trigger until just now.
Can I like move up behind them?
Yeah, go ahead. I honestly thought you already had. Well, most of them didn't roll too great.
They're skeleton archers.
But that one guy, he did pretty good. Yeah. It's gonna take a pot shot at the one who activated them, which would be Zin. Bop. 12. What the?
What just happened?
That skeleton's Thanos!
Where did everybody go? What just happened?
Run, Sterling!
Oh
Run.
my god.
You have to go back in time and get the stones!
That's bananas.
What
I
did
hit
you
it. I was. I think I did that. I don't know how I did that, but
press Control
trying
Z.
I was
See if it
trying. Yeah, I
helps.
did push Control Z. Nothing changed.
Control Z, what does that do?
Edit undo. I think I accidentally selected, like, because I was moving my mouse across the screen, but I think I hit the button, and I don't know. I grabbed everything and deleted it.
Literal magic.
Yeah, I had a 23. Sorry about that, guys.
Next time you do that, do it for the skeletons.
Yeah.
Amet's not here either. Let me know if you guys can control yourselves. You should be able to.
Yep, I can move myself. I think I
Yeah.
was here.
I think
Yeah,
you were
about
one
right.
down.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. So because the trigger was being within 30 feet of the barrier, and you were exactly... Yeah. I think you were either here, or here. Somewhere in there. Can you even see my arrow?
Yeah, I'm just trying to put it at 30 feet, or was I?
About 30 feet, yeah.
Okay,
At
maybe it was
turn,
like
you
right
were
there. I don't know.
23, I believe.
Yeah,
What were you, Amet?
was she at 20 or something like that?
I don't remember.
Oh, she had 9 this time.
Oh, I guess we could scroll up and look.
Yeah, I don't.
I had 11.
11 for Immortus. No more Thanosing in here, okay? That's my job.
My bad.
Did Seda have 23 on this one, or was that the last one?
I haven't rolled if we're counting this as a separate initiative.
Oh, it is. It is.
Okay.
I was counting it, so go ahead and re-roll yourself. My bad for not making that clear.
Computer? Yeah, there we go. Not great, but that took a while.
Yeah, I mean, it's roll 20 today because I had to try 7 times to get the monsters to pop out of the window.
Oh.
It just kept saying unhandled expression or something. I was like, what the hell does that mean?
My connection's been bad too. I think it's something up with the internet.
But that is a miss against Seda, and then it is Seda's turn. I mean, Zin.
Zin's turn. Alright.
I rolled the horse, right? Is it? Yeah, it's like
I don't
8.
I don't see any of the archers though. Are they like visible?
They're
anywhere?
little. They're behind the barricade.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, look at them! They're so tiny.
they
Okay.
definitely have partial cover, but you can see them, like their
Yeah.
shoulders and their head, basically.
Nice. I think I will use my bonus action. Are they within 90? They're definitely within 90 feet of that. Yeah, okay. Never mind. We're good. Hunter's Mark on this asshole. Nope. On horse. No. Yeah, I got this asshole right here. The horse can fight the big guy. Okay, now I'm gonna shoot it. Nope.
That's not it. Nope.
Right through the ribs.
That'll do it.
Yep.
Right
No,
between the
I want it
eyes
through the ribs.
sockets.
The skeleton.
Not having flesh makes this more difficult.
8.
And then 5, 10, 15. I'm just gonna
Wow.
to like right there.
Wait, Hunter's Mark?
100. Oh, I forgot to do Hunter's Mark. You're right. You're right.
Yeah, the
You're right.
damage. You did it.
2d6 currently. Wow.
No, but you only needed one more. First one down.
No, it's only 1d6, but still, I think. Hold on, my brain's broken. I don't remember how to play my character.
Fair.
It is 1d6, so only one more damage. But that's what you said I needed anyway.
Yeah, you only needed one more. He had you were
Hooray.
one off. Sterling.
Coda.
Did you move? You moved, right?
I moved up behind behind that rock
Gotcha.
take partial cover.
Gotcha. Sterling is up then. Remember the last time you played with a horse, Sterling? In a fight?
It's full movement. And I guess I'm going to hit the horse skeleton with Guiding Bolt.
I mean, or okay. I say you could always use your action to dodge, so when it comes to hit you, it's got disadvantage.
It's up to you.
That's a fair
But-
point. Actually.
But attacking's also good. I just like to remind people that's a thing you can do.
Which do you want to do? Now's
I'll
your
make the attack.
opportunity. All right. That's a what save? It's an attack.
That might be a spell attack, yeah.
Yeah, that one's a spell attack. That's a hit. Alrighty.
And now next person making an attack on it has advantage.
Immortus.
Skeleton is
Alright.
glowing.
It is indeed.
Mortis is going to run backwards.
Nice.
5, 10, 15, 20,
Very
30.
skilled.
And bonus action moving my hex to the one on the leftist most.
Alrighty.
And then I'll Eldritch Blast,
Blast.
ignoring his partial cover. I paid money for that. Or XP, whatever you want to call it.
I trained hard for this.
I clicked it, so everyone... There we go.
That's a hit. Even with partial cover, that's a hit.
And then
do that. There we go.
his second blast is on the same guy.
That is enough to hit. Yeah. I had to check. Dusted. Think that's it for you. So
Yep.
Next up is this
That's all
guy.
she wrote.
Let's see. Yeah. Gonna take a shot at Sterling. 12.
He misses badly. His finger bones must have slipped.
There's a clacking sound. Next up is a Met.
gonna move over here and then I don't know. Shoot this guy, I guess.
You could do
Can I
that.
reach them over the thing?
You could do that. You could shoot him. You could throw a dagger at him. You've got a lot of options. Shoot that guy. Fireball the whole place.
Oh, I forgot. Oops.
You don't
Oh,
actually
goodness.
have
Oh,
advantage
yeah.
at the moment. Unless you're shooting at the horse, you don't have advantage.
Yeah, that was an accident.
Yeah, 15 at this guy. Right?
Yes.
Thunk right into the barricade.
Oh.
Alrighty, so next up is the still glowing horse. Which comes running up to you, Sterling, and rears backwards and slams its hooves into your chest with a
Yeah,
25, I think, yeah.
Damn.
9 bludgeoning damage, which you have, and give me a strength save, or be knocked prone.
And then trampled upon. Oh, well, no, that's not happening.
You're just like, oh, you just tanked that. Nothing.
Fucking arm wrestling the horse right now.
Alright, this skeleton's going to take a pot shot at a Met. Bam! You know, at least it wasn't another 12. But that is a miss. Seda, you are up. That horse is still glowing, right?
Oh, well. Bonus action, move Hunter's Mark. And it's kind of like an angry guttural growl and like points with the bow to like the horse. You know, the magic casting's very cranky. Very flashy. Like there's movement and everything. And then pachoo.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Hold on.
Oh, you do have
Unless
advantage.
Sterling dropped it. Yeah. Oh, we have advantage. Oh yeah, I do have advantage. It's
Yeah.
fair. Again, that's better.
That'll finish the horse.
Okay.
No problem at all.
And well, then I guess I'll just shoot this guy over here without Hunter's Mark, because I have another shot. Maybe. Oh wait, bless.
With Bless, that'll still be a miss with that
16?
cover. Yeah, just thunk
Bless.
right into the cover. My barricade is like 5 feet tall.
Oh.
Alright, next up is Sterling.
Well, I gotta get past the barricade somehow. Could I roll athletics to like jump up on the cart and then across the barricade?
Just run through
Go
it like
for it.
the juggernaut.
Or that.
Or just
So have a better, have a better
Just
chance
do it.
than that.
Just do it. Just do it.
Just run through it? Is what
Do whatever you want.
put it to shut down on the skeleton.
Yeah. Give me athletics. You're jumping on top of the cart and then jumping on top of the skeleton. That's the plan.
Well, okay.
I'm confirming. Well, you definitely jump on top of the cart, and then as you go to leap over the barricade, the cart itself cracks under your weight, and your foot gets caught, and you fall like you're hanging off the backside of the cart now.
And it's just groaning and creaking and about to break.
That's an old-ass cart that you just put your entire weight on.
That's an annoyed sigh, Paladin.
It's gonna be even worse in a second because you hear Zen literally just like not giggling, but like growling dragon laughing, just weird, strange, just like laughing. If he didn't have to shoot some, actually I'm gonna have to make him roll to see if he does anything next turn because he is laughing his ass off at you.
You can write yourself, but it'll take the rest of your turn.
Yeah, do that. Yank yourself out of cart. Get up. Use cart for cover.
I imagine like he picks it up. It's like he's wearing it like a dress. Like he jumped in the middle of it.
It's your turn,
Mortis.
Mortis.
Mortis would be very upset at laughing at him if it wasn't legitimately funny. So as bonus action, moving the hex to the next skeleton.
Mhm.
I would. Oh, here we go. Here we go. This guy, and same deal. That's when I started blasting. Ooh, look at me!
Yeah, it sure as heck is. That'll do it. You toasted him.
Oh well, then I guess I'll move down the line.
I mean, they're skeletons. They're not exactly tough. That'll hit. That is exactly what you need to hit them behind this barricade.
Well, not me.
I mean,
'cause
you
can
ignore it,
cover.
but not everybody else. 9 force damage. Alrighty.
Yeah,
That one's still standing.
he doesn't have the hex yet.
Nope. And it's his turn.
I will also move behind the rock because tactics.
Fair. This skeleton's going to take a shot at this Sterling that just took a nosedive. And miss.
Because the skeleton's laughing too.
You get the cart.
Oh my god, it's the laughing from EverQuest. I can hear it. Oh, it's glorious. Matt, it's your turn.
Alright. Can I go like up here a little bit and try to shoot him again?
You could, but you also have enough movement to jump over that, don't you? Because you have the bonus action. You can just up and over and then stab him. If you wanted to, it's up to you.
Okay.
Or rather,
Can I
smack
go
him
like
with
here?
the noise.
Yeah, you can absolutely do that.
Oh, maybe I want to go here.
The most mobile
Right.
of all
Doesn't matter.
of the party. Both work. That'll hit. That'll finish him.
Nice.
Yeah. That looks to be it for all the skellies and all the wolves. As you're Sterling, as you're sort of like trying to take off this the bit of wagon that's now like attached to you, you notice that inside the wagon, aside from the what looks like long, rotted and decayed food barrels, there are also a handful of flasks of a thick, viscous green fluid.
Huh. That's
Drink
weird.
it.
Acid?
Who knows? Well, you gotta find out. But that's pretty much all that's in the cart. Other than that, you've got your long, rusted, and worn weapons from these skeletons. But I don't think anybody wants those.
Mortis comes striding up from down the road. Is that it? Do we get him?
Mm.
Sterling does not feel like talking at the moment. Gets himself up and starts shoving the barricade around so we can get his horse through.
Fucking
It's not a problem at all.
Zen just kind of like spryly climbs. Well, let's see how spry.
Do it.
Yeah. Spryly climbs over, still chuckling. There's some glass jars on the ground. I don't know what they are.
Oh yeah.
Just by the looks of them, you can tell that they're thicker. It's thicker glass, so it's not like something that's meant to break on contact. It's meant to,
Be poured, possibly.
probably.
Poured or chugged or something.
Maybe arrow tipping poison or something of the sort.
Yeah, you definitely have to give it more of a investigatory
An
look.
investigation, yeah. Grab one and do this.
Yeah, you got yourself.
Picks it up, pops the lid off, smells it, puts the lid back on.
Look, highly caustic. You've got yourself 4 vials of powerful acid.
Mm. Oh no!
Aged powerful acid.
Wiggle,
Aged.
kind of
Like a
wiggles
fine
it. Wiggles
wine.
it. Aged fine wine. Wiggles the acid. Anybody want a drink? Doesn't say it's acid, but does ask if anyone wants a drink. Got some skillies and.
Delightful.
Kicks the remains part off the road.
No takers? Ah, too bad. Really
I don't
burns
know
on the way
about
down.
Skeleton wine, not really my big thing. Unlike how I dress.
Fair enough, I suppose.
Well, I mean, this gives us a little bit of answers, shed some light on what's going on.
What does?
Well, if these things are animated to defend this barricade, then maybe we'll find
There's
similar skeletons tending the fields.
Oh, I was just about to say, you mean a necromancer living out here in the middle of the field with
Yeah.
with an army of skeleton gardeners?
Hey, maybe.
Zin turns, looks at you, gives you like this deadpan, are you fucking serious expression, stands there for a moment, thinks about some of the stuff that he's like, rummaged through in the memory banks, and goes, oh, I suppose that is to be expected. And kind of just walks on.
So you guys are about 1 to 2 miles, maybe 3 at most, away from the actual farmland. Do you guys want to continue onward or take a short rest here?
Yeah, I was going to suggest we take a breather.
Well, let's at least make some space between us and the plagued wolf area.
We have to burn them, don't we not?
Nominally, we would, but right, you can just.
I mean, I could go back and start dropping fire on them, I guess.
If you wanted to. I mean, you do remember that you guys hadn't really been burning them because it is plague territory, and it would kind of be
this
pointless.
place is just plague-ridden.
Right.
I knew we had a reason to not burn them, but I forgot what it was.
Yeah. So, yeah, you guys can absolutely, go like 20, 30 minutes down the road and then take a breather. Totally.
Yeah,
My precious spell slots back.
So as you guys do that, I will quickly be right back, and then we will get to what's going on in the farm. Talk amongst yourselves.
So, yeah.
Ow.
While they're having the break there, Zen pulls out the sword, and is just practicing form. Like at first, he's definitely swinging them like someone with a long sword, and I believe one of them is a rapier. I think one of them is a rapier, and one of them is just like a short sword. So like, legitimately, just not using it right, or not. The form is wrong. And then over time, it's standing there, like he gets kind of angry, and then he kind of like flows into it a little bit more. But so by the end of the short rest, using them a little bit more aptly, a little bit less like he's swinging a stick around.
Try poking.
Are you volunteering?
No.
As I have stated, not exactly the form I am used to, but it'll break.
Yeah, makes two of
time.
us.
He does say it will break. Pause. In time.
Well, if you keep swinging around like that, it will.
I can swing it around however I want. Then goes off and practices poking, like a little bit like around a bush. Doesn't want you to see him practice that. But, does get eventually a little bit better at it.
All right. Everybody ready to move on after your short break?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Delightful. Let me just get you all close together here. So the question is, as you guys actually do approach the, as you guys start moving again and do approach the small farming village, do you guys observe and then head in?
Yeah.
All right, if you guys are going to take a moment to observe, go ahead and roll me perception checks, everyone.
Can I roll and then also roll for Frederick?
Absolutely.
Frederick, go. Perceive, you're better than me.
So 13.
I mean, the first thing that all of you see is that there are a handful of people, just like normal humanoid-looking people, out and about, wandering around the town. Some are, tilling the fields or what have you, right?
You gotta be kidding me.
But Seda, you notice they're all plagued.
Huh. Interesting. All right. So Zin is about to say didn't know that could happen, but then accesses memories and was like, "Oh, I suppose given enough time, perhaps they are normal."
I'm gonna drop you guys here and drag you over. The scaling on this is a bit off, but we'll go with it.
Okay. Your village, the village ahead of whatever, because he probably actually knows the name of this little town.
But does he care?
He doesn't. This poor little bump in the road, or the sad little excuse for a town, is populated by people who seem to have the plague, but do not seem worse off for it. Much like those you burnt in that building, who spoke to you, if you remember that traumatizing experience you all had.
Traumatizing, huh?
Shit-eating grin. I mean, everybody was really shucking up about it because that's when you guys found out that people had the plague. You were still alive and awake when it happened, and you had to burn the people in the building as they cried for help.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he says that traumatizing experience with the shit-eating grin on his face because he's a dick.
Fair. Like I said, the size of the map's a bit off. I'm not sure where I screwed that up, but we'll just go with it.
Okay, yeah, no, it's fine.
Imagine it's like 50% bigger, but whatever. It's fine. Yeah, so as you guys are coming down this road, the question
I'm just
is...
imagining we're commanding troops now.
The question is, how do you want to approach the situation? Yeah, that just reminds me of the time the people in the Sunday game literally attacked a town. That was fun. Great. So how do you guys want to approach the situation?
Well, I mean, I guess I'll open the floor to suggestions.
Just skirt around it.
Well, yeah, we can do that, but I'm kind of intrigued here because, we know the plague can infect people, but why would the plague controls the people, right? Do plague infected things still need to eat like food and stuff?
Well, I mean, they still spoke for a while. Perhaps this is a very early version of the plague. I don't know.
You're also aware the plague usually kills people after a month or two. So who knows how long they've been here.
So yeah, this is we are technically under orders to investigate for general shit.
Audible eye roll. Yes, but that keeps us from the tower longer.
What do you think, Sterling? Well, well said. How about you, Matt? Matt, you are muted if you're talking. Or she might have ninja AFK'd.
Yeah, it was. Do we have to go in there?
Not particularly,
I'm
but
guessing that's...
you are to learn, if you guys want to learn more about how these people are surviving, or maybe they're not surviving. You know, if you're curious, you know, you guys are kind of the masters of your own
Yeah, I
fate right
would
now,
be.
because Mrs. Rule Stricter is not here currently.
Well, Amet's curious about everything, so I want to find out.
Well. It's still daytime, right?
Yeah. It's. I
Well-
wouldn't even say it's like probably mid-afternoon at this point. You probably had lunch
Do you
while
plan
you
on
were on break. Or
skulking about, or just
rest.
walking up and saying, "Hello, good day, sir.
Well,
I've noticed you have the
if-
plague, but don't seem to be dead."
Yeah. We can wait for nightfall. Then you can maybe stealth in undercover darkness. And then, see what you see and then come back, and then maybe we can approach it differently based on what you learn. But if we go in there right now, we're gonna have to, and shit goes sideways, and we're gonna have to run with a pack of plagued villagers chasing us. So we're gonna have to be running in the dark because we got only a few more hours of daylight left.
I could just
Mid-after-
fly over the town and set fire to things.
Well, we'll keep that one in our back pocket.
By the time we
it.
get to the... Go ahead, continue.
I mean, I'm just saying that's not the worst idea I've ever heard.
You'll find that I'm extremely useful.
So what do you want to do? Any conclusions?
So they're just like milling about, like legitimately just like farming and stuff. Like, are they communicating with one another? Like, is there
Yeah, I mean,
are there farm animals?
Yeah. Does it look like
absolutely.
a real village or like like a strange animatronic version?
It looks like a
people
are
real
just
village,
like-
but everyone has the plague, even the farm animals.
Weird.
I am intrigued. Zen doesn't give a
I'm intrigued too, but I don't really see. I think that we can get the most knowledge just by watching these guys for now, right?
Yeah. I mean, I guess if you want to, it sounds boring. I could try
I mean,
some wine.
I'm pretty good bet if we walk in there and ask anyone or be seen, they're gonna want us to have the plague too, which is counterintuitive to our long-term goals.
Yeah, it doesn't really fit in with my desire to leave.
So y'all thinking you're just going to watch until night and then make a decision as to if you're going to attack or ignore, go around?
Yeah.
Send your bird in.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's on the table too. I rolled perception for him. He sees more than I do.
Which isn't much.
Beyond that, they have the plate.
Yeah.
You might not even seen that. He's only had 15.
So we're want to find a vantage point and camp out for the afternoon?
Fine.
Yeah.
Seems like a colossal waste of time. But very well. All right.
Yeah, so you guys camp out on a nearby hill.
Make an okay roll to find a hill to sit on and
Yeah.
literally just like pull the grass up out of the ground. Like board, sometimes paces on the other side of the hill, not the visible side. Flops down, goes, ah! So just
Is it nighttime yet? Can we leave?
literally like empties out. Hold on a second. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, reaches over, grabs a pack. Happens to be a Mets pack because he doesn't remember which ones or care. Empties out said pack, puts everything back and like looks at everything that's in it, puts everything back inside of it, and then like a child, just going through all of the stuff.
Well, then he would find Amet's trademarked box.
The metal box, the strange
The
metal,
metal
box.
box. The strange metal box.
That is true.
Yeah, and it's locked. I don't think there's anything in there,
Like
technically.
He doesn't know that.
he doesn't know that, so he taps on it. Here, what's inside? He just kind of shakes the box.
We're watching.
It's like when your friends are watching a show you don't like, and you're just like wandering around.
Or it's like you're like watching a movie with your friend, and they pull out their phone, and you're like, ah.
Yeah, as you guys.
What's inside? Just keeps tapping it.
As you guys observe, it definitely seems like a normal town. They don't.
Are there any children?
There are no children.
Okay.
From the time that you're watching, it just seems like a normal town. The only like really out of the ordinary things that you see are, beyond them being plague ridden, of course, is that the animals. It's really hard to place. There's something off about the animals beyond them just having the plague.
So at a certain point, so after Immortus says, "Shh, we're watching," he kind of like puts the box down next to Amet, and then sits down and stares at the creatures. Like, it takes concentration to like not do things that aren't normal for him.
It is best described as the facsimile of life. The animals aren't being used. Like you don't see any like a farm.
No
cow
milking
for milk.
happens.
Yeah, nothing of that sort. But
no one's collecting eggs.
No, but the animals that appear to have the plague, that are very stiff in their movements, are like pulling plows and what have you.
Yeah. Huh. I don't. The animals aren't right. And he looks super annoyed at this at saying that, but then kind of just rolls his shoulders, and their movements not natural. They're not doing anything farm animals will actually do. The ones, yes, of course, those ones are pulling plows, but it's so pedestrian. It's not. They're not alive. It's a show of life.
You think this is some kind of lure?
No, I think this is what's left of this town. Pretending, stuck in a loop, broken, like a music box that can't turn anymore. Waste of space and our time.
As night does eventually fall, can I get all of you to make me a perception check? Beautiful.
That's beautiful.
Rolling for Fetty.
Nice. 27 and 24. 22. 27, 24, 22. The three of you see what
The
looks
bird
like...
sees.
The bird sees. Hopefully it tells me.
The bird sees.
Pokes me on the head.
From all the way on the other side of town, those two inky squid monsters come out of two of the buildings as night falls.
Oh, when they leave, do the people stop moving?
And they are traveling directly for your hill.
Oh, that's bad.
Cheese it.
That fast?
Oh, these things are fast.
Ah, shit. We can't outrun them.
We get down the hill into
We cannot outrun them.
We have to hide.
Draw your weapons. Where? Okay, is there anywhere to hide?
I mean, you would have to be incredibly lucky or incredibly good to hide from them.
Yeah, no, she just stands up, pulls both swords. We cannot outrun them. Draw your weapons.
I'm gonna put you guys down in the corner to sort of actually, there's more space up top, just so we have a
Yeah,
little bit of room.
That's fine.
Put you guys up top, and we'll say that's where the hill was. And yeah, no, they are definitely coming in your direction. You definitely make your decision. Do you want to hide? Do you want to run? Do you want to fight? Mix of the things.
Well, if she's not hiding, then I'm not going to hide either, because me hiding isn't going to help if she's breathing fire on them.
True.
Yeah.
All right. They definitely, as you guys are not hiding, have spotted you. And, I mean, they were already coming this direction, so now they're just coming directly for you. Everybody roll initiative.
Click on your piece, then roll initiative.
Please do.
Oh, gross. It's awful.
And I feel like Amet might have been able to run away. The rest of you would have been screwed.
Probably.
Oh man.
I mean, I'm trained
should've
as oh yeah,
landed
only
on
roll a
the
10.
tree.
Well, we're on a hill right now. There's not a lot of trees.
I'm imagining you just like coming up and pulling out your swords and just like, ah! Let's go!
Cannot run! Shing, shing.
Basically.
All right, first up is Sterling. They're maybe about 60 feet away right now.
It's not going to
45.
be long.
It's about
I'm
45.
going to hold.
I have like super long range. Is there, can I kite them? Can I get a hit when they're coming in?
With
If you
your two-
acted before, then maybe.
Well, that's what I'm asking. I'm asking if I can act right now.
Well, so I would say no because you guys were busy debating whether or not to hide or
Okay.
run or fight.
I mean, okay.
Yeah, that's
I
fair.
think there was no debate in my character, but yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, but between the rest of the group there was. Yeah, so dodge action for you, Sterling.
Because I'm in front.
All right. And it's like really strange because this is gonna be the closest you guys have ever seen them, and it's just sort of that's the right one, right? No, it's the other one. Almost like listlessly floats in your direction.
But fast.
But fast.
Just like sort of floating on the wind, like a dandelion, but fast.
No, there's no. That's yeah. I was saying like that doesn't work.
And then it brings up its tendrils and fires a blast of ice at you. Give me a dexterity save.
Oh, great.
Cool.
Does the dodge action give you advantage on dexterity saves?
I have no idea.
I don't recall.
I honestly don't know either.
I'm looking it up. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop.
Considering how rarely it comes up.
Yup. Initiative your turn. Reactions.
Did we actually recover any HP during the short rest?
You have to
I mean,
roll
I
it.
did. I rolled a hit die.
Yeah, you can choose to roll a hit die. Up to half your hit dice, actually.
Yes, you make dexterity saving throws with advantage.
Yeah, go ahead and roll that again. Let's see what you got. That is still going to be a failure. 18 damage.
Don't we all have to make that save?
Up to 2 targets, so it will be Sterling and probably the showboater over here, Zin.
Okay.
Zin's fine. Take half damage for 9 cold. So
Okay.
18 to Sterling and 9 to Zin. Sterling, because we went on break and we kind of, or that was just during the short rest, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Did anybody actually roll hit points?
I did.
And Mortis remembered too. I didn't need to. I was full.
It's up here somewhere in the list.
You said I took 8 or 9?
9.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, we'll just have to remember in the future. Matt, it's your go. What would you like to do, Matt?
I'm gonna try to throw my dagger at them.
At the closest one? Sure, go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a hit. No sneak attack this time, but it does take some damage. Oops, that was the wrong amount. There we go. Yeah, you sort of cut into its inky form, and it bleeds a bit.
Do I have enough like stuff to call the knife back?
Yeah, it's a bonus action. So yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Oh, that's my bad. Let me amend that. As your dagger slashes into it, it sort of careens off the side as if deflected by its hide. And when it teleports back to your sheath, it's sort of like dripping in this inky oil.
Oh, gross.
Alright, this guy's turn. Let's go to the side, and it's going to... I can actually go there. Throw another blast at Sterling and Immortus. That is going to be a saving throw. Dexterity, please. You're still on the dodge action, actually, Sterling.
Oh boy.
Yeah, because it hasn't come to your turn. Oh
Yeah.
no.
Luck. I'm just going to spend the luck.
Yeah, do that. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Holy butts.
Oh no.
It wants you to take this.
Apparently.
That's gonna hurt. Don't forget about your healing potions, guys. Immortus, you take 7. Sterling, you take 14 cold.
How far away is this thing?
I mean, it's like right there, right? It's like 20 feet away from you now.
Then I will cast Hellish Rebuke.
Nice.
And it is. Hellish Rebuke is 4. I was thinking the other spell you cast, Firebolt, for some reason.
I believe that's a failure. So that is roll your damage.
Roll that
4d10.
40-10.
Oh, which they are vulnerable to. You already know that.
Yeah.
That's all part of the plan.
That looked like it was incredibly effective as the blast of as the gout of flame slams into the plague envoy. The
Same thing. The lady appears and looks really fucking pissed.
The like inky coat on it rapidly burns away, revealing what's like this almost like gray 4-tentacled octopus thing. But that's it. I mean, it's to say to.
All right. So, real quick question. Dragon's Breath, like as in the spell?
Yeah, it's in the spell.
Okay, cool. And is it save gonna be 17 as well, or would it be a? I mean, actually, it just doesn't get a save. Oh no, it does have a dex save. What's its save DC? Because the weakening breath save is 17. I don't know what.
We'll call it
Dragon's
17
Breath
as
save
well,
is.
and I'll review it later.
Okay.
Because I don't remember
right,
if I wrote that.
I'm imagining it's the 3d6.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the basic.
Cone.
Yeah.
All right. 15-foot cone. Alrighty. Is that in range? bloop, 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 bloop.
Yeah, that'll hit both of them. So 17 dex.
Fire. Which they have a really good dex because wiggly fly creatures, but whatever, it's fine.
Succeed
both
and
make
fail.
R1 makes it. Yes, that's true. So half damage, I think, for the one who made it. Let's see. Half as much on a successful one. Cool.
Yeah.
So 3d6. Do, do, ba-do-do.
Holy crap! It's like the thinnest sheet of flame. It's just like
Ever. It just comes out, and it's so sad.
That is pretty sad.
That is so sad. Shit.
That's
Anyways,
astronomical odds.
yeah, rolling 3 ones. It's like 780 something, I think, to roll 3 on 3D. 3 of the same number on 3d6.
Thanks a
on a
lot.
positive note.
D20, roll
the
D20.
inky hide of the first one also burns away, and now it's this gray octopus thing flying through the sky.
Okay. And then as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Zephyr's Strike. Just for later, basically, just planning, making some plans.
All right, we are to Immortus then.
Immortus is going to run off the map. He is
Okay.
maximizing his kiting skills. So just, I guess, keep that in mind. He can attack very far away, so he's going to try to stay as far away from these things as he can.
Run steady
And fire-
and blasts.
Yeah, and he's going to firebolt the guy he hellish rebuked.
Okay. So that'll hit. Hot dang. Whoops. That was weird. I don't know what number I typed, but it did bad math. There we go.
Oh.
All right. You notice that like it's the inkiness is trying to like seep back out of its hide, but as you blast it, it ignites again.
Yeah.
Black. Sterling, what's up?
No, I wasn't going to say anything.
Okay.
I was going to quip, but I didn't have anything loaded, so.
What you want to do, Sterling?
I'm gonna start with a healing potion.
Bonus action healing potion.
Oh, actually, I would have moved right there. Well, no, not right there. Just like away there. That makes sense. No, I'll stay here. I didn't say I moved. But anyways, I'm gonna move next time so we're not within 5 feet of each other because that's dumb.
Yes.
Let's not be too close.
What was the math of the healing potion again?
If it's just a regular one, it's
Like-
2d4 plus 2. 2d4 plus 2. So 7 total.
So,
Hey, something.
step aside and
Which one did?
I guess I'm gonna actually guiding bolt the one that got singed, or that mostly dodged the fire breath.
They both mostly dodged the fire breath.
The one that
The one
Immortus
Immortus-
has been hitting on, or the other one?
The other one.
Okay.
Actually, no. Let's concentrate fire on the one that's hurt.
Okay. That is a miss. Holy light slamming down into the ground.
Bamp.
All right. I believe that's it for you. So this one moves forward. Bam. Hello, Zin.
Sup?
Does he say hello, Zim?
No.
Oh, okay.
That would be really weird. First attack against Zin. I believe that's a no. Second attack.
Hit.
Looks like a yes. For 10 bludgeoning damage.
10 damage.
Third attack is a 7. That's not going to do. Final attack is a 24.
That one hits too. Yeah, 4 attacks, guys.
7 bludgeoning damage.
Tentacles.
Oh my god.
Tentacles.
And because you were hit by 2 of them, you are now grappled in its tentacles. It's grabbing on.
Oh no!
It's being real grabby. Matt.
I'm gonna try to make it around him.
Fair. You can do that.
And then stab him again.
At advantage. So you can go ahead and roll again, because you're at advantage. A 21 will do it. 8 piercing. Okay. Which you notice it lands a lot more effectively now that it's not covered in gross ink. Also sneak attack, because you have an ally within 5 feet. Ooh, nice. Although I believe that's it for you. So next up is this guy right here. So Immortus is 30 feet off the map, so 30... 50 feet away. So instead it would go for the nearest target that breathed fire on it. Nope, that one's
I
grappled.
barely breathed fire on it.
You're grappled, so it's just going to go for a Met instead, because Immortus is too far away, and they like tentacle-hugging things. 8 against a Met is a miss. Miss. 17 against a Met.
Can I try to use this spell I've never used?
Oh, Hellish Rebuke?
Yeah.
Yeah, 17 hits you though, right? Because you have to take damage for you to use that.
Yes.
So you take 10 bludgeoning damage, and then you Hellish Rebuke. If you click on it.
What level?
Just the first level, yeah. You see 12 dexterity. 15, so that's half damage. 1 and a 4 on that dice. So it takes half damage, which is doubled. Which kills it. Holy cow.
Oh, sweet.
It slaps at a Met, and she's just like, no! It burns away.
Bad.
Nobody has ever seen me do that before.
Yeah, that was new. I imagine Amet's eyes glow, and the tail just wreaths in flame and slaps it. Because that's a cool way to do it.
Bad touch.
Yeah.
Seda, you are currently grappled.
Yeah.
It's going for the bad hugs.
Yeah, it is. But I'm probably just gonna attack it.
Yeah.
Because I can.
The Tiefling Infernal Legacy is a level 2 Hellish Rebuke.
Is it level 2? I mean, it's still dead either way, but...
Yeah, just for future reference.
Magic-y sword. Oh, I don't think I fixed the issue I had with it before. What was the problem? I get to pick something about... Okay, hold on.
Yeah, piercing or cold you can choose. And you had it as
probably
always
piercing
cold.
because I imagine it likes cold.
Yeah.
So piercing, that's the one I'm clicked on. Okay, cool. Yeah. So then stab. Oh, gotta shrink that back up. Oh.
That's miss.
It's okay. I can do it again.
That's a hit.
And then I probably should have put it in my bonus, my offhand, and used my other one as my primary hand. I was being dumb. That's okay. Damage. Boop. And then offhand. Boop.
Miss.
Damn. Okay. Oh, I should have done I should have done my fucking advantage. Oh well, that's okay. Next time.
Next up is Immortus.
Well, I think the best
One is
I
down.
can do.
They can die.
I think I'm so far away. The best I can do is Firebolt.
Hit. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Sterling, get her out of those tentacles.
Excuse me.
Sterling, it's your go.
Yeah, Sterling moves to free Zim. Or is that a thing you can do? I've never...
Something you can try. Usually it's called an aid action, but I'm not sure.
I mean, you can try to help Zin, but in this instance, no. And there are some instances where I would allow it, but this one, no.
Okay, then I'm just going to smack the thing.
Yeah,
That works.
because I mean, it's like, oh damn, it's like all
What,
wrapped up with the tentacles, right?
What
Like-
do the tentacles look like if the black stuff is burned away?
White, pulpy flesh.
Like little fingers?
Well, that's a less than stellar because you can't re-roll crits, can you?
I don't...
I don't think you can do that.
But I could do something else.
Smite.
Nice. Okay. 21 damage. Yeah.
What? Don't you double your smite as well when you critical, sir?
I have no idea.
Yes, I believe you do, because it
You
adds it
do.
to the weapon damage.
Yep, it adds it to the weapon's damage. So
You just
roll
roll
your-
it again.
roll your smite damage again, sir.
Oh, I was just doubling.
That's
the
why
existing damage.
That's why whenever I play paladins, I always hold my smites
For crits. Yeah.
for a crit. Yeah.
He's barely hanging on. Does not
Well,
look
I've got
good.
another attack.
Does not look good. That's a miss.
Rat.
Oh, fuck.
To answer your question, the tendrils themselves look unsettlingly like slick, and yet the underside of them has like the like the grabbers, right? You know what I'm talking about? Like suction
Suction
cups,
cups?
right?
Little suction cups?
Yeah. So kind of just like a normal, like standard octopus. Now that all the ink covering it is gone, it looks less out there and otherworldly, and just like a weird octopus.
I would kind of like to spend another luck point, but it might be too late.
Oh, on your attack?
Yeah.
What the heck? Give it a go. That's a hit. Is on its last legs. You feel like you were maybe 2 damage off from killing it.
Oh my gosh. Well, there's always a level 1 smite.
Well, I mean, now that I've told you that, we're past that point. Sorry.
Yep.
That's fine.
It is, however, its turn, and it's going to sort of like squeeze you with the one tentacle as it pulls you even closer to it, Zin.
Okay.
17, I believe, is
Yeah, you're good.
some successful damage, 9 bludgeoning, and then
It meets my armor. So yeah.
forgoing its other attacks, it pulls you close and like almost tearing open the hide. This massive like proboscis thing erupts
Gross.
out and misses you. You're just like, oh god, and you lean to one
Dodge.
side.
Move the head to the side.
This creature has a more difficult shell to pierce.
Amet.
Should have just breathed fire on it as it was holding me.
That would have been a disadvantage for it to dodge.
Yeah.
Matt, it's your go. Stay.
Oops.
That's a hit. Yeah. No, that was an advantage. You're good.
Yeah, you got advantage.
And don't forget your
Does it
sneak
count
attack.
as advantage? Well, she could move and have advantage. I'm like, because technically I'm grappled.
Yeah, but you are engaged, which
Oh,
is how
it's
you get
still
advantage.
engaged. That's true. That's fair.
Yeah, don't forget your sneak attack as you...
Murder it.
Yeah, how do you finish this thing off?
I don't even like cut off its arms or something so she can escape.
You Zorro it, but with the tentacles. You're just like against all the tentacles and then stab up. Beautiful.
Yeah.
You finish it. Wait, does that mean Ahmed ended up killing both of them, actually?
Yep.
Nice.
Oh, no.
There she goes.
Mic drop.
And back.
Beautiful. Yeah, there's still this town to investigate if you want to, but it is nighttime. And, you know, those things hurt. And those were like the like not so big ones too.
Yeah.
I think we should put some distance between us and here and camp. And I mean, I think all the questions I have wanted to answer have been answered. What do you guys think?
Yeah. Let's leave.
For sure. You guys.
Sim, you wanna weigh in, Sim? I heard some evil rumblings.
I kind of want to burn it all to the ground.
Well, yeah, me too. But I think that would attract all these flying things. Let's at least. We're coming back, so we'll raise it as we leave.
Fine. He's kind of very breathily says fine, but there's obviously a lot of anger right there, right now. Maybe a little bit of rage.
Oh, that actually reminds me. Technically, you took a lot of damage, and you're supposed to make a saving throw.
Yeah, I am. Just a D20, right?
Constitution is what we're doing, as if it was a concentration check.
Phenomena. What was the bonus? Just my.
Yeah, just whatever Seda has.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Okay. All right, that's a success.
Mm-hmm.
Purely because we forgot. Do we want to just do all three of them now? Because you did get hit 3
probably
times.
should.
Yeah.
3
Imagine
times, 4
mid-conversation this happening. Well, I mean, actually, yeah, just go ahead and do it. 1 failure. Okay. Yeah, you didn't take enough damage to be more than a 10 on the save, so you're good. 1 failure, so as long as you don't get 2 more failures, you're fine.
Yep.
Anyways, you guys head away from the plague-infested village, which, as you're heading away, you sort of look back over your shoulder. Yeah, they still appear to be moving around and doing whatever they're doing.
All right. Grumble, grumble, grumble has an inkling that there's healing potions in a pack somewhere. But, yeah. Which one of these walks over to the horse, and which one of these damn bags is hers? And, starts digging around trying to find the bag.
What are you looking for?
And a potion.
Chill with the potion. We're gonna rest.
What if we get attacked?
We'll keep it in your pocket. If we get attacked, drink it.
All right.
Fair.
glares,
Takes wine by
takes the
mistake.
potion, takes wine instead.
Yeah, fucking gluttons, man, I tell you.
Marvelous. As you guys bed down for the evening, despite it being a little early, because especially that last bit took less time than I thought it would, I think now's the time to end it for tonight.
It works.
Does anyone want to talk about what just happened?
Oh, please do. If you'd like to have some in-character conversation, please do.
Well, I guess who was it? Was it Sterling who said it might be a lure? This seemed very lure-like to me if they were laying in wait, like a home base.
Yeah, perhaps. They moved out to that location. Like, he's very cranky because, lost a lot of hit points. A lot of blood happened there. They perhaps are just sent out there each day, but why? Why would they just stay there? Why would they leave at sunset?
Well, if they're not fully growed, maybe they need something.
Yeah.
Can't get just sitting around.
Well, maybe they are vulnerable because we just took them out. The bigger ones probably don't fucking care. They're the top of the food chain.
The inky nasty stuff is like all over me. Oh no, that one was not inked up when it grabbed me.
Yeah, it lost
all
its
over
inky.
Amet's dagger, right?
Yeah.
How's that looking? How'd that feel in her hand?
I don't think she ever grabbed that particular one again, unless I'm mistaken.
I mean, she called it back to her thing. She didn't use it again.
I think
Okay.
I was using it the whole time.
Slick, a bit slippery, trying to hold a bar of soap after it gets wet.
But no caustic damage or anything like that. Just slippery and slimy.
Nope, just slippery and slimy.
Oh, that's good at least. Wonder if these things are edible.
What, the creatures?
Yeah, they look like fish.
Yeah, but no. Gross.
He's not laughing. I am. You sure?
Well, I'm not sure, but we're not going to find out. I mean, these things infect people.
Fair. What if you boil it? Boil anything that fixes it.
Well, considering these things are from potentially off-plane or they don't exist in nature.
Yeah. They don't like fire, so boiling it would be the next best thing.
We're not eating the tentacle monsters.
Drink some more wine. Fine. Totally thinks about eating the tentacle monster, but doesn't want to become a tentacle monster, so gets hammered.
Oh,
again.
Did Zim ever mention that was acid? I don't think he did.
No, did not.
Okay, never mind.
Made a joke about other people drinking it, and no one took on it.
And then
them up on
mentioning
it.
that it burns on the way down, but that's about it. Because he's an ass.
So
Drinks a bunch and is basically on the nighttime ritual of passing out.
So the plague happens. This town puts up a barricade around their borders.
Gets the plague
let's go.
anyways.
Gets the plague because they just don't know what's going on.
Actually, Mortis, give me an Arcana check.
That's coming.
Never mind, you got no idea.
Yeah. I mean, this is probably because he's like a jock as far as magic is concerned. He gets his power. He's not super studied.
I don't have Arcana. I got a 6 too.
Marvelous. Definitely have no idea. Although, Zin, give me a history check.
Oh shit. I don't have history as a skill, but there you go.
What's your proficiency bonus? Because Zin would.
3, so that's a 15.
15. Well, the wizard in the tower is a necromancer. He's a necromancer that polices other necromancers. So if there
Oh
are
yeah, he's
any
necromancer police.
if there are any undead around here, he probably created them or one of his disciples, or
Oh, that
acolytes,
makes
I
more
guess would
sense.
be the right term. And he probably uses them for defense of survivor groups.
Yeah, that would
But-
make sense. All right, so what was that jerk off's name?
Thodrick.
Yeah, Thodrick the hottie. Thodrick the fuckwad. Was a necromancer of sorts, so he probably had something to do with the undead protecting villages around here. If there were survivors, he might have done that or attempted to. See how well that did.
How many
Really?
days was it since the last call-in?
It's only been one day.
Yeah, at this point it's
Fair.
one day.
All right.
Who's Thodrick?
The Tower Mage.
Oh,
Yeah,
He
you
has a
know that
name.
name. You guys were told his name.
I know. I'm being
Oh.
subtle,
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
being misleading.
The Tower Mage. He's probably long. Ooh, he's not powerful enough to be a lich.
Did you
Lich.
did you know him?
Yes, he's a dick.
He literally
Very
killed
boring.
you. He literally
Yeah.
killed you.
Yeah. Yes, he's a dick.
Hey, you want to expound on that a little bit?
Why are you suddenly interested?
Well, I mean, I've never, like in the past 5 minutes of conversation, I've learned more about the previous world than I've ever learned in the library back home. So
So they keep you all very dim.
yeah, pretty much.
He was a mage who policed other mages, specifically necromancers, or those who dabbled in unsavory arts.
Huh.
Unsavory to him, mind you.
Yeah, I get you.
Not exactly an open-minded individual.
Have you ever heard of the Undying Queen?
I
Yeah, give
imagine
me-
that would be.
Give me another history check.
Boo-doo-doo-doo.
How impacted
Whatever
is your
that is
memory
plus-
at the moment? Yeah. Oh.
Holy crap! Plus 3. 24.
Yes. You and your master, is that the right term? Are not exactly a fan. Largely.
Yeah.
Largely because you kind of want to take, possess, and or eat everything, and
We want everything, yeah. And she wants her stuff, and we want her stuff, and
yeah, so you kind of
we
gets
don't
in the way
exactly.
of that a lot.
Yeah, we don't exactly not get along, but we don't get along.
It's more like you're in my way rather than you're my enemy.
Yeah, just so long as she stays out of our way and we stay out of her way, things seem to go all right. It just kind of dead eyes him.
Hmm.
It's not necessarily a conflict of interest so much as a we want the same thing.
Yeah, but do you know who she was or anything like that?
Oh, that's far beyond your years.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm asking.
Interesting. Now I have something you want.
Well, I wouldn't say. Well, maybe. We'll talk.
I'm sure we will. Takes a drink. Gets a little more drunk. His ouchies hurt.
You feel like you're going to be fairly safe this evening. Like wild creatures don't exactly come around here, and you've now passed like plague territory, and you're in that like small stretch where it's like contested between here and the Wizard Tower.
Oh yeah, so we should expect some more undead guarding the tower ahead.
Yeah, you definitely feel like you're a lot more likely to encounter hordes of undead.
Ooh, perhaps he got desperate and turned to drastic means, killing and sacrificing the remaining survivors to protect the tower from any invaders. I'd love to see him fall that far. That's gonna be
I mean, you'll see when you get there, won't you?
good. he's just imagining and being a horrible person. It's fine. This is fine. But yeah, that Zen doesn't have anything else to say for the night, and he's just gonna get drunk.
Yeah, I mean, that seems totally fair to me.
Anyone sleeping during Mortis watch might hear Sada's voice.
Still whispering in Zin's ear.
No, he's talking to her now.
Ah,
That's fantastic.
very nice. But if that's that, I think you all settle down for the evening to rest for what's to come. Potentially undead, maybe plague creatures that have wandered a little too far. You'll see soon enough.
The plague creature is in the process of sieging the tower.
As you'll have to traverse the next 7 days toward the tower and see what's there.
Dun, dun, dun. A
Well-
week. What is that noise?
I'm just making some.
Oh, it's you.
It sounds like
Yeah.
this. But that'll be it for this week. We should be back
Woo!
next week. At least that's the plan.
Next Tuesday.
I'll get back to you in a couple days on whether or not I can do next Tuesday.
Alrighty. I think we're going to go ahead and raid Dead on Studios today. She's doing her monthly myth reveal, so that's some cool stuff.
If I can't, though, I'll know pretty quick. So it'll be like a day or two.
Alright, sounds good. And I got something to say after, too. So, I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic evening. Thank you so much for coming. We'll see you next time.
Hey, have a good night, everyone.
Bye.
It's actually in 2 weeks.